Step to the spotlight with the queens of this town. Don't need a crown, just knocking haters down. Fearless and flawless, we break down the walls. In this jungle where the lions hear our calls. Our fists are ready, our minds are sharp. Don't need no army, each one of us a spark. You bring the heat, we bring the storm. Revolution in its purest form. We're the queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. With power and might, we own every street. Don't bow to no one, we stand like a tower in the ring of light. We claim our power. Got no patience with drama, just brawn and brains. Every move calculated like a master chess game. When we enter the arena, you best believe we're the queens of the ring, ain't no tricks up our sleeve. Sweat, sweat and tears, they fuel our fight. In the face of danger, we shine so bright. We're not just talk, we walk the walk. Concrete jungle cats, we own this block. We're the queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. With power and might, we own every street. Don't bow to no one, we stand like a tower in the ring of light. We claim our power. We're the queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. With power and might, we own every street. Don't bow to no one, we stand like a tower in the ring of light. We claim our power. The queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. We're the queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. With power and might, we own every street. Don't bow to no one, we stand like a tower in the ring of life. We claim our power. The queens of the ring, no time to be sweet. With power and might, we own every street. Don't bow to no one, we stand like a tower. In the ring of life, we claim our power. Step to the spotlight with the queens of this town. Don't need a crown, just knocking haters down. Fearless and flawless, we break down the walls. In this jungle where the lions hear our calls. Our fists are ready, our minds are sharp. Don't need no army, each one of us.
So we are now live.
Yes. So we'll try that again. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to the second episode of the Female Bully Club. Right now we are 2 out of the 3. Wise Man is saying send the link because I think he might be, unless, is he still here?
Send the link to who? Who we send it to?
Oh shit! Yeah, he's on the thing. Sorry, I didn't know I was on the screen. Yeah, he's here. Sorry, that was.
Sorry, somebody was asking me about the show. They were like, "Is it over already?" And it was like, "No, we had to
We had technical difficulties. Zuckerberg wanted to be an ass. Oops, I shouldn't say that. It's one of our sponsors tonight.
Who's one of our sponsors?
I mean, we are broadcasting on Facebook. I don't want us to get canceled, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Hold on.
You know, we don't want to be a Justin Barr and get canceled or banned from being on a stream for a couple of days.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that. And I was gonna say, for whoever didn't catch the first part, you know, like when we tried this the first time, this is the second episode, and the first one was pretty amazing. So we're hoping the second one will be just as good.
Maybe not 4 hours, but you know.
Right. Well, that was the first go around, so that was like testing the limits there.
The limits are right, yeah.
Let's say some of us are normally in bed at 10 o'clock. Sorry, y'all. I'm on old lady time, like normally.
You're on old lady time. I'm on night owl / insomniac hour. There she is! Yay!
Oh, look. That's somebody I don't know. Hi, hello.
Hello. You'll get to know
So,
me very well.
Oh,
oh
yeah?
yes, oh yes,
Hey.
Sandy. So out of all four of us, Sandy actually comes from the 2K Fed side of e-Fed.
Oh,
Excuse me.
yeah.
Sorry. Yes. I took a super long break from e-fetting. I've kept up with it a little bit here and there. I will be honest. Um, I used to work for Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse actually took that from me.
Asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
So
not cool, man.
I was here for the juicy gossip, and I didn't come alone. I
No,
brought my shovel
no.
spoon.
So
I'm here to
her,
dig the holes for when we do the. I'm here to dig the holes from when we do the roast.
yeah.
Hey.
I remember you, darling. You
So,
used to always have a good
Oh, how are you? Oh my goodness, girls, I miss you. I missed you all.
oh no, no, no.
I feel like
Me and Patty always miss you.
I feel like I've missed something here. My goodness.
So, so Sandy and I, at one point, ended up doing an all-female like podcast like this, except for all of us was roasting just one person that was on Three Dub roster.
I
Now,
mean, we don't try to roast, but I mean, if it comes up, somebody might get roasted. So, just
so
so we know.
I met Sandy when we're doing 3Dub, which is Worldwide Wrestling, which is, like I said, the 2K side of things. Now, some people who do the 2K feds, this one in particular, had a female character but was a dude in the background.
Oh,
Which,
oh,
which
I'm.
can we
I,
name drop the place? Can we?
I mean, if you guys want to name drop, go ahead. I mean, Fiona and I, we go way back. We go way back, and
What was the
I mean,
place?
up
What
to
was
the
the
point where
place?
Fiona exposed me to like a bunch of like all these new fads. However, during the time being, and during the time being, I really did have to take a break from feds. I've actually been e-fedding since before COVID. I took a break when my husband died. And then after that, I slowly started incorporating it back. And right as I got incorporated, I went to go work for Mickey Mouse, which I worked for Disney Corporate, and that totally completely blew me out of eFed because they would take a lot of my time. So I did manage to keep up just a little bit here and there. I managed to see everybody grow, see, new feds being developed, see hot new gossip, obviously, and throw a little bit of jabs here and there. I am notoriously known for coming on camera on a show with a giant shovel, and I had people
We
rolling
like
like
that.
that.
And we like
My
that.
giant shovel was destroyed in construction.
No,
Oh
Oh no.
no.
It was a horrible death.
no.
So I
Sounds
had to
painful.
resort to my shovel spoon.
I
It's
mean,
okay, darling, as long as you brought the golden shovel with you.
Yes, I did. And usually what ends up happening when
time
I
out.
have my shovel
Who's the
is
Facebook user?
I have no idea who that is.
excuse me.
Can
Sorry,
somebody
guys.
click the link or something so they're not a Facebook user, please? Thank you.
Yeah, give StreamYard permission to show your name, please. We don't do Facebook users around here.
Yeah,
We'd like to know. We'd like to know who's talking.
we don't want to give you guys the boot, or in this case, the shovel.
Mm.
Pussy and show your name. You're gonna come and talk that.
Right, and there was something about Sarabai too. I'm trying to figure out.
Hey,
I
y'all
swear
leave
it was
Sarah
about
alone. I
Sarabai.
will fight you over Sarabai. Trust me.
For some
Oh.
reason, it's showing everybody as Facebook user. Facebook's being
That's
stupid.
rude.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's like a
StreamYard.
permission thing between
So-
Facebook and StreamYard.
If you want
Maybe.
to tell me, I don't know. It just says Facebook user on everything.
Boom!
Dude. Yeah.
Boo. Happy
Anyhow,
Sabrina.
so with Sandy here, so yeah, the place that that I noticed here was 3 Dub, or what they call Worldwide Wrestling,
Correct.
ran by Drew. I also noticed her in UWF, if I'm not mistaken, or no, it was
Yeah,
UCW.
yeah, it was. Yeah, UCW was actually ran by the Dutch. Some of you may know who I'm talking about when I say the Dutch. It was ran by Dylan Schroeder and a lot of his friends, which we actually ended up building a really good relationship. I was actually there for the birth of UCW, and it's it's and it was actually more for the European audience, and that actually ended up exposing a lot of people, to a lot of different types of feds aside from 2K feds. You had promo feds, and you guys have, it's now a broader range, just given within like the small period of time. And I honestly think that COVID was one of the big things that managed to take e-fedding from just a 2K fed to something that's more written, something that's more promo based, and something that's a lot more developed than what it was previously. You usually used to see feds like back in the 2000s that used to run on forums, and a lot of those were all primarily like based on, written promos, and um everything, and all the TV shows were written. So you went from reading promos to now, from reading and writing promos to now actually performing them. So it was really good to see that big jump. And even with Fiona, I managed to meet like so many people, and obviously become friends with, everybody. And even though I'm kind of just, bouncing in and out, it's good to see how it's grown. And this is just being good right now. This is just actually exposing the good, because the good Lord knows there is bad in the promo world. But we, digress. And especially as females, it's not just digressing, but like, believe it or not, sometimes we females are actually a lot smarter and stronger than the males.
Yeah,
You
y'all.
know,
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that?
I said what I
Listen.
said. I said what I said. And if anybody wants to come after me, I know how to use this. Fiona's my
Y'all heard
witness.
that?
I know how to use this.
I was gonna take a second to say, I mean, Fee, since you do, know her more, maybe you can ask her some of these. And she's kind of touched on a subject or two on the list. So like you could pick. Do you have the list of questions or?
Oh no, please. If you guys have a total
Oh
schedule,
look,
go for it.
Havoc is here! Yay!
I'm here. I'm finally here.
She made it.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, first get her a question. Get her a good one.
Well, the questions weren't copied and pasted from the secretary.
Oh, I'm getting it right now. Okay,
Hold it. I'll just send it to your messenger.
Well, I'm on my phone, so it's
Oh,
gonna my
Oh,
clock
okay. Well,
me
then
so.
let him just give him a moment. He'll throw him in there.
That's fine.
It's God. Why does it do that though? It breaks up the questions in like little pieces.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 43. No, you don't have to answer 43 questions or anything like that.
Oh,
But there's so many. And you got to stick them in the chat one by one. That's crazy.
right?
dear Lord.
Look, if one
But
pops up before he gets done, just go ahead.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so many questions. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, you don't have to answer all of them. Just whatever one is
Oh my
asked,
gosh.
you can give your best answer on. He's
well,
just trying to make sure they're all in the chat so we can see
yeah.
them.
Well, so Sandy, given the fact that you've been doing this a little bit longer, how did you get into EFIT?
Oh man. You guys are gonna be like blown out of the water. Sorry, my dog's looking for cuddles. She's a little
Aww.
she's a little cuddle monster. Um, I will be completely honest with you. I was exposed to e-fetting in 2007 in the MySpace days. That's
Wow.
Oh
that's how long I've been
shit.
e-fetting.
Oh
I started
shit.
actually
Damn.
I
MySpace.
started when I was about like 16 years old. I was in one Fed at the time, and that was a MySpace group that ended up rolling over into a forum, and the Sandy Stars character wasn't like, it was like not even at the level that it was at. It was literally like an inspiration of Trish Stratus and, oh my gosh, I want to say like if Trish Stratus and Victoria had a love child. That pretty much was my gimmick. um and generally after that, honestly, when what ended up happening to the forum was the guy that ran the forum passed away. So
Ouch.
because that happened, everybody was like, we need to go our separate ways. We need to go our separate ways because there's no way it can be ran the same way. And I took a super major break from that until 2000, oh gosh, I want to say 14 or 15. Whoever knows more about 3Dub, OG 3Dub, let me know, because I don't quote me on years. I was in my 20s. I actually randomly found 3Dub online on Facebook, and I was like, I haven't done this in years. Let me give it a go. And I went on ahead. I got into 3Dub. 3Dub or Worldwide Wrestling is a 2K Fed. I was with them for years. I want to say I was with them for about maybe 5 years. And then I kind of started, backing, like maybe I want to say maybe more. Honestly, you know, time is just, you think something is like, oh, this was 20 years ago, and you think it's in the 90s, and you're like, oh no, wait, that's like 2007 or
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, 2004, forgive me. And you're like, oh.
I
That
was
So
actually,
somebody just said it. MySpace even holy hell.
look, yeah, I'm kind of taken back to find
All
out that it's
questions, all questions are up. All questions are in private chat.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
those
Yeah,
days.
so, and honestly, with being with EFED, being in EFEDing, obviously, it felt like, honestly, being an EFED on Facebook was like totally different from EFEDing back in the day. Because it was a different time. Everybody did it differently. That was the first 2K Fed I was ever in. And seeing my character come to life and like 2K, that was kind of fun. I was like, oh my gosh, like I never thought I'd imagine that. And obviously, working with some of the girls, working with some of the guys. Honestly, I think with EFED, you have to come in with an open mind. That's one thing for sure, is you have to come in with two things, with an open mind and with creativity. And those things
Yes.
definitely come hand in hand, because creativity, only you can come up with so much. Sometimes you do need somebody from like a different perspective to kind of guide you and to kind of mold you. And you also need to have an open mind in that perspective, where people are always going to criticize you. People are always going to, say something about your character, say something about your storyline, say something about the direction, that the company is going and whatnot. And you need to take that criticism, and you need to kind of, obviously, not take it in a negative way, because yes, this environment can be toxic, but you need to take it in a way where you're just like, hey, you brought up a point in this, you brought up a point in that, and and let me take what I can and, become a better character from that. And honestly, I like to say that I honestly like to say that the Sandy Stars character is literally what Tiffany Stratton is in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
And like, and I hate saying it, but like that's pretty much how I could describe it. Like, I like watch pro wrestling now, and I'm like, the Sandy Stars character gimmick was based on that. But I like it. I'm like, but I like it. So it's good kind of seeing, a lot of stuff, come into like fruition and whatnot. But even with EFED, it constantly changes. That's the thing, is that's another reason why you need to have an open mind and in EFEDing, because EFED changes all the time. Like, you go from being into a 2K promo, into a 2K fed, into jumping into a promo based fed. You literally have to take the experience that you've had and also learn something completely new. It's something completely new, because things that you can do in a 2K fed are like totally different than what you can do in a promo based fed. Because and it also has to do with the way everybody runs their fed, because everybody runs it differently, and whatnot. And one of the other things you do have to have in EFED is you have to have a very you have to have like a very I'm trying to find the right way to phrase this, but I can't really phrase it. Like, you need to have like a strong mindset, because in
Very
EFED,
open-minded.
aside from being open-minded, you need to be pretty strong.
Yes.
Because in EFED, there's like, you have like, how do I say it? It's like you have one side of the coin where it's like, oh, it's so pretty, and this, you flip it over, that's not
Yeah, you got the good, the bad, and the ugly for sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
And,
Dominique was the ugly.
oh dear God.
Oh.
Yes, I threw it there. I was throwing it there tonight. I was not giving a fuck.
Hey, hold on, time out.
Oh no.
Hold on. For those that are still on the Facebook,
It's honestly gotten to the point. I'm sorry, what?
Hold on a second. I was saying that for the people that are on Facebook, if you're going to comment, I know StreamYard's being a little funny right now. So, like, when you say something, put your name beside it so at least we can know who we're talking to.
Exactly.
Yeah. And welcome all the fellas on here, because they're going to be special guests asking questions. Yay!
Yay!
I didn't mean to cut nobody off, but does anybody have a question you want to go ahead and ask somebody on the panel?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Jimmy.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. So you said you came from a 2K background. That's actually how I discovered this place. Is this player versus player, or was that a simulated, basically?
Everything was simulated.
So that's
everything. So in the 2K Fed that I came from, everything was simulated. However, everything, like all the storylines were I want to say they were kind of predetermined. But the thing is that, like, with their storylines, there was that ability where you can work with your other, where you can work with the other person and come together and be like, hey, this is what we're doing right now. How do you want to progress? And how do you think we're going to get over and whatnot? Generally, the thing with with simulations is, at the end of the day, upper management is going to know, hey, you're going to go over, or hey, you're going to put them over.
So is somebody playing as it's simulated, or is it computer?
Yeah, someone is playing this. Yeah, someone is playing.
Really, not simulated. It's just not play. It's the booker's controlling it with his hands on the controller.
Correct.
Yeah. So
2K24. So what they would do with so specifically in Worldwide Wrestling, what they would do is for every 2K that would come out, they would start a new season. So they would have season 1, season 2, season 3, season 4, and each season was a different 2K. And their seasons would start in January and end in October, thus giving the 2-month period off for the holidays.
When you made your character, did you try to make it in your likeness, a exaggerated view, or somebody completely different that you just gave a voice to?
It's so with my character, I don't want to say I used a lot of my likeness, because I really didn't. Like, I'm myself personally, I'm generally a perky person who loves to laugh, who gets a good kick out of all these different types of jokes. And my character is like very like peppy, perky, flirty, flirty, but can also turn it over in a heel turn and be the biggest bitch, as in like I will annoy you type of heel. But and me personally, I'm not really like that. Like, I'm just generally very like nice and very
Hey,
very nice. But
I'm
then
sorry,
once the tables
Havoc. Are you
turn,
playing a cell phone game right now?
this
No.
Somebody has a lot of feedback, and the two guys are muted, and Bex is muted.
oh, is it me? I don't think
I don't
it's
think
me.
so.
If you hear any jingling, that's just my dog my dog's collar.
Okay.
That's that might.
What's your
if you-
dog? Let's ask the important, hard-hitting facts. What's your doggy's name?
Her name is Zoila.
Zoila.
Zoila is a 7-year-old Maltese mix rescue who has stolen her mama's heart. Oh, yes,
Nice.
yes.
But before I get too
Aw.
excited, this is not the Jimmy Show, so I just had some. As a 2K expert, I thought I could give some insight there. But thank you guys for having
I
me.
mean,
But so yeah, so Sandy and I both came, like when when I started in Best of the Best, when they were doing their little bit of an off season, how I got into 3 Dub was Iron Bison kidnapping me.
I remember that.
Hearing this Iron Bison name a lot recently. I heard he's kind of getting back into the swing of things. I'm gonna say a dirty word. Everyone, cover your ears. I've been wrestling in IW recently, and I see Bison's back, and he's also on the Shady Memorial for that special cause, and I'm excited to see Bison. I don't think I could put a face with Bison.
But so Lee, okay, so Lee has 2 characters though. Lee has his major one, which is Iron Bison, and then you have the Russian cowboy, which is Loki Dragunov, which is the one he used on me with Corey Heck, and of course I'm the one that got kidnapped and got married to a fucking Russian.
damn.
Yeah, so that's how I got into 3Dub. Fast forward to, because like while we were in 3Dub, let's face it, there wasn't many females that was actually active. There was myself, there was Sandy, there was Rebecca, aka Cruella the Vamp.
Oh, she's still around.
No, yeah, she's still around. There
I'm in
was the
with her right now.
Diana. Yeah, there was the Diana Grace character that was there, but it
She's
wasn't
there.
actually. And
Still
then there
there.
was, yeah, and then there's the one where me and Sandy had a lot of issues with Dominique. Yeah, we kind of roasted that one, but that's for
I don't
another subject on another day.
I don't think Loop was talking shit. All he said was this,
I'm kind of glad from everything y'all said about Dominique. I
We're
never really got to
we're gonna get to her. We promise.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
oh yeah.
guys. My
Loop is
battery
like one of-
died.
Loop is like one of the only fans that I've actually seen in this realm. I don't know where we found him and Melissa. I assume Loop is a him, and Melissa are just actually fans. They don't promo.
Oh, don't miss him. Don't mention Melissa around.
And I mean,
Around who?
Nothing. Never mind.
we're-
I got my Jimmy cap on. I'm good. because my name.
Can we? Yeah, let's ask Havoc a couple of questions. She's
I
been
saw
here
two
for a
questions
minute.
I saw 2 questions in chat.
Well, yeah, somebody asked them, but I don't know who they asked.
So
Who
I saw the
was
question. I was paying attention. I posed the question. Besides any of management people, the higher ups in SWA, SME verse, when I say who are some of your favorite promo artists of anyone, who comes to mind right away?
Mine would definitely be Bulletproof Phil Marshall, right off the bat. The reason why I am saying this, okay, he had that potential inside of him. And a lot of things when he faced someone that he knows straight off the bat, like, oh, this is easy. But you don't fuck with Bulletproof Phil Marshall because you know he will probably push your goddamn buttons.
Oh yeah, is that what you think?
There's somebody
Matty,
else has-
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Matty,
Oh.
fuck you, bro. Who invited this guy?
Don't be mad because your man got his ass beat.
Can I beat
We're
him?
not getting bought by Disney now, guys.
I mean, he's right beside you. You can
Yeah, punch him.
reach over and give him a
Sell it. Oh, shit, RKO out of nowhere. Oh, yo, Matty just dodged it. Matty dodged it.
Hey,
No.
T, I thought we were trying to be bought by Disney.
Take him out.
Really? Okay, that's how you feel. All right, that's fine.
Oh, fight. That's what I want to see. Come on.
Havoc, how do you feel about teaming up with Gypsy for the EMP?
Okay. Me and Gypsy are going to kick the ball out of the fucking park. Let's just say that.
What she said.
I can see that. I mean, if you guys saw that EMP main event, both these ladies over here, that was two of not just like two of the best promos I've probably seen all year in EMP, especially for one match in the main event spot. That's called delivering, folks.
Oh, damn.
I mean, let's face it. Me and Gypsy are like, I'm like, hell, me and Gypsy are like the two most scariest fucking females.
There's a lot of people who are scared.
Yes.
They were kind of like weapons.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, that brings up another question. Do you like doing the face paint? Do you like doing putting the face paint?
So when I was doing the face paint, oh god, it's been a long time since I did face paint. Because I didn't have like the actual face paint thing, and my face has been like so messy I couldn't do it anymore. Like I was doing like actual paint itself, and it took me a long time to figure it out, like how to do the face paint. But when you peel that sucker off your face, it looks like you have a bunch of fucking hairs on it. And when I take that sucker off, I was like, ow, 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 ow. So that's why I got this little baby.
That is pretty neat.
You know, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Havoc.
Okay, so if you guys don't know this, yes, I did make this. On this side, it was supposed to be blood and black. Blood means like vicious, dangerous, bloody person on the face of a guy, green nerve. And then on the black side, it's basically the heart and soul that my character has. She doesn't have it anymore.
Not endorsed by Heart and Soul Productions. Fuck you, Quack.
I was gonna say, since technically this is a EFED show, Havoc, what do you think about the power couple storyline that's going on? Basically, with like 4 different couples now.
I mean, it brings the love. Let's say that. It
Wow.
brings the, I'm trying to be serious here. Like when like for example, like me and Fist came to me and helped me out when when I first started SWA, and he carried me through my path because I had no fucking clue what the hell I was doing. Like, none. And he basically helped me out with my promos. And he basically been helping me like, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to script. And then we're going to do the promo. Which basically he wanted me to basically type the script out. What do I need to say? How can I get over? And just go down, the steps. And that's where I got Johnson Havoc, aka Demon Havoc. And no, I did not take off a name of whoever has the Havoc name, but the Havoc name I got was from my dad, Papa Havoc, which you all guys has been seeing him on the screen every time he comes to my room every single time. That's where I got the name from.
Well, that's about the the whole power couple story. Like different things. Like I know fucking Glenn and Fee is gonna be one.
Yep.
It's gonna be fucking Becca and Charlie, and then me and Gypsy,
Mhm.
then you and Havoc. So I just thought it was interesting. Hey, I'll show you. So during y'all's match, I don't know if y'all seen the action outside the ring, but I thought it'd be something funny to show if the bullies are okay with it.
Go ahead.
Oh, just share it.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got her. You can do that. See, here you are. You should be paying attention to the match, not coming over here running your mouth. Now you got something to say. Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
fuck you, Fist.
Fuck you, T.
Shit. Fuck you.
Stop it.
Fucking match.
Stop it.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. How about that? Yeah. Stay out the fucking match.
Swear to God.
Bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck you. Why my bitch gonna beat your bitch? Pussy. Fuck you.
Matty, what'd you call Rose there?
What? She's
you
a
call
bitch. She knows what she is.
I'm just a broadcast journalist. I'm just.
I do call myself that fucking bitch, so let's be honest. That did not hurt my feelings a bit. So.
Loop shooting his shot. He's a fan of the work. I don't see it getting weird. We don't need to make it weird, but
Oh, it's weird.
I want to say this whole power couple thing you guys are doing, it's freaking awesome. I really like it, and I like it in the sense of perspective where it brings you guys together. But I'm also seeing it in the perspective where it's like you guys can develop yourselves and like build yourselves from that. I'm all for this. I love this.
It gives you
good
stuff.
Work.
It gives you stuff to work off just besides your opponent. Your opponent has somebody. Now you have somebody. So a regular one-on-one match now has two other people you can work into the story.
Oh,
Well, see,
definitely.
the thing with the whole story with Havoc and fucking Gypsy teaming up is that everyone knows. I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, spoiler alert. It's leading up to me versus Fist. So it's like our girls are teaming up. So we gotta try to find a way to coexist. But at Vendetta, SWA's WrestleMania, it's leading up to a big match. You know what I'm saying? So it's storytelling of multiple places.
You heard it here first, folks. Don't tweet it. Just enjoy it. Anyone that just heard it doesn't need to take that little nugget and run with it. Just enjoy it. You heard it here first on the Female Bully Club.
Right.
I mean, that's where the news happens to travel.
Hey, dear, I know the perfect question that we should ask all the females.
Oh no.
What's that?
Look, what I had to explain to you earlier was
Matt T, stop being ominous. Just
number
be direct.
31.
Just be direct. Oh,
Oh my God, let me look. I don't even know.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
paragraph 31, sentence 3, line 4.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and ask this question.
Jimmy, ask
Go
31.
ahead. Don't
Mr.
ask.
Lim.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm here to help out Matt T. That's why I'm here. So, question.
Oh
30.
no.
We're up. I got
He doesn't know.
I got to scroll up.
He doesn't know.
Do you like Dr. Pepper?
That's not Dr. Pepper, motherfucker.
Sure.
What?
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah. Yeah. Good cover. Good cover. Because you don't even know. Don't even know.
Hey, Rose. Yo, Rose, you like two guys fucking hitting
No, you told me to add it. I know.
No. Rose.
No,
Wait,
no.
her did that.
Wait, what? Jimmy, what? You got a problem, Jimmy?
Put him in out. No. That was not
I got
for
to
me.
tell you guys something funny.
Oh,
So
my
someone,
bad. Oh, Giggle Pants over here.
I remember who.
And it was
Back when I
definitely,
was
I think it was where he was at. Good.
I honestly I can't remember who, but they were like Sandy Stars. That sounds like a porn star name. Have you ever thought of giving the Sandy Stars gimmick a porn star gimmick? I was like,
All right.
Boy, you done took havoc. You done took
I'm
havoc.
not gonna lie. It would make good content, but I don't know if I can do that.
Sandy, once again, I'm just a broadcast journalist, but when they threw that and they poised that question at you, and you said you don't know what their names were, set an entirely different picture of what you were about to set the stage.
No, listen. So here's the thing. We were thinking of
drunk on a Saturday.
No, honestly,
we were
this question was like 6-7 years ago. I'm like,
So to clarify the people watching at home, you don't remember who posed the question of do you like DP or not, and that you wanted to take the handle of Sandy Shovels. What do you Yo, Sandy, I don't know.
She's gonna shovel in it.
I can see why she's not allowed on a lot of these shows. What are you up to?
Actually, Sandy is always allowed on. She is an honorary guest to the Female Bullet Club, especially me and Patty. But also at the same time, whenever we need a female to help us roast a whole bunch of people, Sandy is the person to go to. She'll just be along with her golden shovel.
I understand.
Hey, which brings the next question.
I mean, I understand.
I think we got to focus on 39 for a hot second.
You know, as
31. We got to focus on 31 for a second.
Are you
I
sure?
love how
Because
you're
the
drastically changing the
the next one was, do you know the Muffin Man? Like, if you don't know the Muffin Man, this is over.
Do you know the Muffin
So we go
Man?
from do you like DP? Do you like the character Muffin Man from like a Disney? Okay. All
So
right,
let me
the gamut of questions.
Sorry, couple
me
of
explain.
jokes. We gotta have a couple of jokes in there.
So the thing is how that question came up is that we were thinking of questions, and then I was typing one of the questions, and I said, "Oh shit!" I just typed DP, and she's like, "What the fuck is DP?" I was like, "Really? You don't know what DP means?"
I mean, he said, "Look, my first thought was not what you said it was." Okay, first of all.
Hey, I got the Chris Hansen question real quick. Did Matt T say he would show you what DP was?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not say that.
No.
So you preferred Pepsi over Dr. Pepper was the hard-hitting answer of that, Sandy, right?
And I know exactly why that DP. I love how the DP question got asked and got pushed aside. But like we already know what DP stands for. Double penetration. There, I said it.
Fee is not happy with your
it.
answer. No, Fee is not happy with your answer, Sandy. We need to dig a little deeper in this. Do you or do you not like went.
Okay, you want to take a little deeper? You're coming at us as news reporters to a bunch of females asking if they like double penetration. Okay, we're gonna keep it at that. I don't know.
It was funny when
I don't
we
know
said
if
DP,
if you've been looking up to Harvey from TMZ a little too much, but yeah, I don't know if you're that. I don't know if you're trying to recruit anybody over here for razors. I mean, come on, let's ask you the real question. Are you recruiting for porn? 2, is your set actually empty, or is there more cameras there that are gonna be doing a few casting calls later? Because if so, I might know a few guys that might be able to join you for some, for some of your penetration.
Yo, Wiseman, you hear that, man? She's shooting live rounds at your ass, dude.
I know.
Dylan's over here.
I'm just saying, you guys asked a question. I'm just giving you an answer, and I'm asking more questions. Now, there's a reason why I hold this.
Yep.
Yeah, the question.
Now I like the, even though you're asking us if we like Dr. Pepper, which I'm not going to answer that either.
That fee lady said you didn't appropriately answer the question, so I was just making sure we really landed it in a home. There's a reason why that's the only camera that
Jimmy, stop while you're ahead.
Jimmy, just stop. Please,
Just please stop.
Yeah, let's move to another question.
What the fuck did I just come in on?
You know what?
I mean,
okay.
Was her
it got hot.
And see if you need somebody, if you're trying to teach you some lessons.
I have a better question. Number 28. Do you do comp or do you do storyline, and which one do you prefer? I know that don't sound right after the DP question, but if somebody wanted,
it's like asking if you like casting and casting couch, or if you want to get into a gangbang.
Once again, I am going to field this question and translate it for you. So I don't want any of you. So Sandy, when you
We
get
can
your
all
camera
rely on him.
when it's just you in your house,
Yeah,
and you hit that camera and you turn it around and you're about to just expose yourself to the world of this promo world, do you enjoy a storyline aspect of it, or do you feel more comfortable doing a competitive aspect of recording yourself and presenting it upon the world?
Huh?
Who are you asking?
I don't want
she
to know
likes
what Jimmy
comp,
was
or
asking.
if she likes comp or storyline.
I do well. I mean, do I have a preference? Not really. That's
Yo,
like
I
saying,
swear to God, Rockstar, you are fired from
Vanilla
BMP.
shit.
Fuck you, Rockstar.
What did he do? Did Rockstar?
This
Oh
is
my
Rockstar.
God, T! You know what? You've said worse shit.
Yeah, what a little bit. For a guy that took down
I'm going back.
For a guy that took
Yeah,
down
I was gonna say,
Collective,
run away
the little-
backstage. Do I
Not
need to
myself.
tell
He
Mr.
done ran
what
off.
you've done?
Okay, let's do everybody a favor and let's just start digging this hole right now.
Wait, so who's good evening and stopping by? We don't know.
They don't have good questions.
Who's
I'll
Who is
look-
that in the corner there?
I could
I
actually.
think
find
those are all Stomach.
Well,
the one that's not on the
no,
screen.
this one right now is
That's actually a pretty decent question.
okay. Oh, this one is Ralph Swagger. The good evening. That's Ralph Swagger.
Oh,
And this
okay.
one is Johnny Blade.
Oh, well, you just exposed him, Johnny Blade.
So who is that
The
question?
Blade of John.
Who is that question directed to? Are you asking
I
everyone?
assume Sandy. I mean, we got her on the hot seat, not the casting couch, just the hot seat.
I mean, remember we have
This is actually a really good question. I honestly, I would honestly love to work with Fiona because during the times that we even remotely tried, we couldn't because timing was never right for us. And honestly, I think with the type of friendship Fiona and I have, and with the creative minds we have, I think we could definitely put something like it'll be like literally pulling a rabbit out of a magic hat. Like, literally, you could probably see like you know how like, people say you're old or whatever. You're gonna be able to see that.
So your audio, I don't know if it's just for me. Your audio, Sandy, your audio is breaking up a little bit.
I wish I could have.
Your audio is breaking up for a little bit. So so Fee, I believe is Dragon Queen you're talking about. She hasn't debuted in EMP. If you really need something to like wet your guys' whistles, I would love to manage you against that lady. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll even took my mic. Hopefully my audio came in crystal.
Okay, Jimmy, you want to do yourself a favor and don't even bother because Sandy's been doing it a little bit longer than you, our sweetheart. And the friendship between her and I that we've built so much trust, believe me, it would be a very difficult procedure for you to be her manager. I think she will, if she were to have find a manager, which I'm sure she would not need. But we do have friends of the European Dutch basis called Dylan Mason, which is also a good friend of ours that could manage her.
But he's not in
here's
EMP,
the
and I'm
thing
not
about
asking if you're
Mr. Dylan
dismissive.
Mason.
It's just a yes or no if you would take that match. I mean, Sandy can speak for herself, and she's such a veteran. I'm just a manager. I'm just an advocate. I'm just somebody to talk a little smack for you to get excited. But if you don't want to have any form of a matchup with the person that just said she would pick you as her dream match, hey, that's on you. I'm going to go refreshing my drink and by all means pontificate on it.
Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase it. Sandy and I, like, if I'm going to do something with Sandy, it'd most likely be somewhere in her comfort zone. We wouldn't do it in EMP. It would be probably back in 3W. Just because of the fact that just because of the fact that if we were to do that dream match, I would want to do it in 3W. I feel like that would be the special place for both of us.
Right. And I mean, and I mean, honestly, it's just like how Fiona said, it's that typical dream match, honestly for me, I even jumping back into EFED, I'm gonna be very blunt. It's jumping back into EFED is gonna be a little more difficult for me just because of how much it is changed within, like, I want to say, if anything, the last like 3 years. EFED has already drastically changed so much. So for me to take something that I haven't done in like 3 years and then jump back into it, it's gonna take a little bit of time, and it's gonna take a little bit of it's just gonna take just take that type of moment. And I honestly haven't done anything besides 2K feds, so it's like I'm literally jumping into something that's like totally different, even if I was to go to like a promo fed based and whatnot. So so yes, right now it I will admit it is it is a pipe dream, but it's I honestly like Jimmy was saying, it's he wants to come over here and say I have a manager. Let's just say that Sandy had a twin sister named Jamie who was married to this guy that Dylan Mason knew as Ed Ultimo, and yeah, they had a ton of children. We'll just say that. They had a ton of children, and they had a chaotic wedding in Las Vegas. We're just gonna say that.
You too, huh? So it seems as though Vegas is the place to go because my character being married to Loki Dragunov, getting married to a fucking Elvis Presley fucking priest in 3W of all places.
Hilarious. I totally forgot about that. That was hilarious. Yeah, so it was actually funny because I remember that whole storyline was Sandy's twin sister Janie. The only difference was Janie wore glasses and Sandy did not. That's how I deciphered them. Janie was the mom that opened her legs a little too much and had a ton of kids with her husband. That's all I can really sum it up as. And they basically got like the story with her and Ed Ultimo, where they got pissed drunk and got married in Las Vegas, and they just woke up married. That was the story. That was the story. It was a hilarious backstory. It's hilarious backstory, and I think at one point I had even told Dylan, because this Ed Ultimo character was notorious for wearing all these different kinds of hats. At one point I had told Dylan, like, I will send you a Mexican sombrero so you can wear on a promo one day. And he's like, really? And I thought about it and I'm like, oh my God, I have to bring it across from Mexico and I have to ship it halfway around the world. That shipping is gonna eat me alive.
I have a question for you females. Okay. Is it harder? Is it okay? Now, do you think it's harder to promo as like a mom? Like for you that are moms, okay? Is it harder to make time to promo than it is for people like say Havoc? Look at Havoc, but she's young, doesn't have the responsibility you guys have. Do you guys think it's harder to be able to make time for promo and stuff?
Can I say everybody answers?
Yeah.
I just want to say more power to you girls that are moms that have time to promo. Seriously, I tip my shovel out to you.
Oh, yeah, I got the shovel tip. I just want to say that, like, maybe, thanks to school, it doesn't make it hard to have the hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe during the summertime, it makes it a little bit harder to do stuff because you got to do any and everything with the children from like the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. But when they go to school, and if you work at home, I do.
Okay, so especially for me, like me, it's a little bit harder given the fact that like when I am around my kids, especially because so anybody who knows when I started to slowly transition into videos, my kids wanted to be in the promos with me. So that was one of the things that like sometimes I had to explain to my kids they couldn't be in it all the time. There was some moments that I did allow my youngest and my oldest to participate with me, but that was because I was with them and because we were doing some jokes around. Like if we get broke one of these times, we can tell you the amount of stories that I have gotten my youngest and her boyfriend Blakey to like basically my youngest wants to shoot Blake with Nerf guns.
I remember.
Yeah. So, but apart from that, like not just working around their schedule, but working around work schedule, especially if myself and Heather, well, myself definitely being a single mom, it's even a lot more difficult to find that time and that special moment where you could be like, okay, you know what? Nobody's around. I have these like 10, 15 minutes where I can actually sit down, do this promo, be able to edit it, and then post it online. So those few minutes where I have those split seconds to after working around all my schedule, that like, yeah, it's been rough.
It is fun when the kids can get involved. I just did something in Heresy where I had my son grill Cherry May, and he had too much fun with it. Like he literally picked up a folder and threw it at me and was like, "Where'd you get the drugs?" And I'm like, "I don't remember getting the drugs, but all right." It was cool. It was really funny. People enjoy when the kids get involved sometimes. I don't always let them get him involved, but when he does, they like to they like to do too much, and it's great.
Veta, what's it
Very
like
good.
being a mom of the Veta?
I mean, yeah, no, it's that pain in the ass trying to get those moments to be able to have the time to do it, and especially also if you've got outside animals too, if you're doing outside stuff on top of it with kids. And then, like, yeah, I've got this one's help here and there when he is home, but there's days where he's at work and it's like, I need to get this in, but it's like, I can never get the time. And I've had missed shows before because I just didn't get that few seconds or couple minutes to just do what I needed to do.
Well, what do you, so, I mean, Fee, you've ran companies. Veta, you run a company. Heather, you run a company, as a Fed owner, okay? I mean, I'm a Fed owner, so I get it. Fucking Dante, you get it too, probably the man. But, like, do you think it's easier? Do you think men or women are better at running Feds?
I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it depends, and I'm gonna say it really just honestly depends on your technique and like how you go about running a company. Like I feel like
technique?
Yes. Anyways, yes, yes. You gotta have specific
Techniques.
yes, techniques, characteristics. To do certain things like that. Not everybody is meant to run a business, a company. So not everybody's meant to run an EFED. And sometimes the men are worse than the women, especially with their feelings and their emotions and trying to run things.
David Jones.
Well, you said it, not
Can
me.
I do a sneeze comment? Can I do a Dante where I sneeze and say something real quick? It's going to be like 20 seconds.
I mean, you didn't have to ask.
So I've been in a lot of leagues, 2K and this game, and there's a lot of guy managers, like a lot, and a lot of them suck. So far, from what I see, when there's a woman manager, usually she's pretty good at it. Usually, when they decide that they want to do the management aspect of it, they knock it out of the park. I haven't seen too many women actually drop the ball running a league before in my travels.
Well, so the only, besides the one that Heather used to run, which was SPW, the only other one that I know was female-based ran was WKP, which is ran by Mary. Mary's company WKP is more judged league, and that I will say that
You hurt me
besides
on that one. You hurt me on that one, sis.
what Mary?
Yeah, Matt T, talking pillow a minute. Talking pillow a minute. Give us a minute. Why? Why'd you say that?
I don't want to. All right, listen. I'll say it. I'll be blunt and say it because it's what I do best. WKP's judging. Nothing against Mary and them. I've been WKP for a long time. I quit promoting there because their judging is not straight down the middle. I mean, Dante, you've been there. I mean, literally, I lost the fucking, and it's not even what not mad about lost, but I've lost to people like fucking Randy Wilson that can't even hold a cup of tea to fucking someone like fucking Villain.
Okay, darling. I did not say it was the best out there. I said it was
That's
one
the
of
only
the
thing I
very.
said.
That was one of the very besides BOB. That was the very second judge based promos league that I seen, and then I saw NWP, which was ran by Denise.
Fee, I know you don't think I'm that good of an advocate, but watch me spin this one back on Matt T. Who were those shitty judges you speak of? Were they male or female?
Females.
Oh, I was not ready for that. Never mind.
Emotional damage.
Marrying them,
There
they
you
judge
go.
their own fucking fed, and they're
Was it
judging
just
us like
one
trash.
judge? We could talk about the judge system. Is it one judge or?
Everything
No,
else-
I think I think it's based on a voting system. I've never really looked at the way they've done it. I just know that when I go and get feedback from Mary, she'll take it from her admin chat on why you lost. Now again, not everybody had the same experience in WKP. I essentially left because I had a problem with Vixen at the time, and I still kind of do have a problem with her because
I have
of
a problem with that fucking twat waffle Eddie over there. They fucking keep over there. Sorry, I'll mute myself.
Oh man, if we're talking about WKP, I could probably list all the problems I have there. Like I got kicked out of that place
Trauma
for
alert.
doing exactly what I said I was going to do over there, and got kicked out for
Listen.
it after telling Mary I was going to do it. So there's
I almost got kicked out because that fucking twat Eddie, and Fee knows why I don't like Eddie, and that's the whole reason why Fee became friends. Because
That's
of that
literally the reason why I got kicked out. I got kicked out because I went in on Caroline Moxley and fucking Eddie Morgan, and they kicked me out after doing what I said I was going to do. So,
Well,
it was
I got
like-
told. Mary and them told me to leave him alone. That if I'm gonna make fun of him or say accusations about him, that I shouldn't be here.
Honestly, I just feel like Mary doesn't have a pot to piss in.
I said,
Because she's done worse shit, said worse shit, and let me just say, she has no reason to be talking about nobody. So
all I'm saying is I told her point blank, you want to fucking have some idiot that wants to fucking sexually harass women in their DMs? Go ahead. You're a female ran company? Makes total sense. And yeah, there is proof. Just saying.
That's the dangerous game when you can use somebody that brought crimes against somebody and you're like, well, if that's a crime, why isn't it a crime this time? That is what this game always dwells into. It's the craziest thing. Before we let Havoc needs to go to sleep. Havoc, wake up. I want to put you over real quick. Havoc.
Wakey,
Yes.
sleeping angel.
ask her a couple more questions so she can.
I
want to. So we talked
pick one of the
about what brought
questions,
you
Jimmy.
into this world. We
Jimmy,
lost-
there's questions in the private chat, Jimmy. Use those questions.
I don't need a script. I'm going to
I
mute
swear to
myself
God.
for 20 minutes. Let me. So when I got brought into these leagues and I saw a couple people promoing, there was.
Get control of your show, boys.
I just wanted to put Havoc over. If it wasn't for Havoc, I wouldn't be.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be here. I just want to say she was one of the first promo artists I saw when I joined any of these leagues. Like, wow to see a girl doing this. That's what kept me here. And you can blame her why you have to deal with me. That's it. NC fucking cut me off at the ball sack. Fucking
Jimmy,
mad.
anytime you want a fucking match, Jimmy, I'll show you how to get your ass beat. Okay? Exactly. Mute your fucking self, bitch.
All right then. I'm gonna look.
You know what? Actually, the next time Bloka has a show, how about you two do it live? That way y'all can kiss and make up afterwards.
Hey, so Havoc.
Did I just
Yes.
see a live fee booking?
Yeah, that's what
all
you
right.
said.
All right, I like that. That was,
All right.
I'm not saying I accept, but that was a good one.
Hey, Havoc. Who's your top 5 women in the E-Fed?
Shit.
Gotta get you with the top 5.
Gypsy's number one in my
Okay.
book.
Betsy, shut the fuck up. It is not your turn.
That's right. You're gonna get. I'm gonna let her beat you up too.
You
Hold
will.
on. Wait.
Yeah, well, you're bandaging up my wounds later.
She's bringing out the bat, bro. I'm over here.
Oh, bro. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Answer the question.
All right. Since since I was on last of the female bullet club one, and I was tired. I was drunk as fuck, but I was tired. Um, so my first one off the bat gotta be Dragon Queen. I love her to death. Actually, me and her has been having views for what, a long time now?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Fuck me.
Reference.
Anyways,
who's talking?
I have no fucking idea.
That was me.
I
I
think
was
you-
yelling out live. I apologize.
It sounded like the Asian panda for a moment there.
That was me. I was just getting excited live.
Okay, don't. I'm gonna let her beat you up with the bat too. You better behave. All right. Yeah. go ahead.
My second person would have to be Dollface because me and her had a feud. Or I don't think we didn't, do we?
For a little bit in SWA, just a little bit though.
Yeah, just a little bit, but not too much. My third would be Vita. My fourth would be oh god. Oh shit. Here. There will be sometimes I will always forget every single name that I faced before, and it's just not
Well,
want to come off to my fucking head.
Could you describe her? Could you describe her?
Oh, there we go. My third one, I think I did the third one. If not, that's my fault.
You did Dollface. You did Dragon
Me and
Queen.
then you did Vita, so you're down to 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Vita.
Mine would have to be Gypsy because bless her fucking heart, she will always come to my DMs to make sure I am still okay. To make sure like what's been going on in my personal life, which Tuesday, unfortunately, we are going to put my dog Wade down.
Now,
It's going to
looky
hurt my
here.
heart.
I have a question for the ring ladies here.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Embrace the devil
That's time, Cole.
and call
Hey,
him
Mr. Cole, he was
master.
Cole,
We
that was a
are
horrible
the
time.
Hey, wait.
and
Who are
we
you?
are called.
English for 200, Alex.
Hiya!
What
Cole
did
guy.
he say? What did he say? Did anybody catch that?
It sounded like he was Southern, and he said he was the Colt.
I Asian panda and I don't even understand that
If
dialect.
I'm not mistaken, I think I
Right?
saw him on one of the last shows. What was the last show I did? I remember a Colt guy and doing a Southern thing.
It was probably the Bloka show, probably, but I just don't understand a word the person just said, and it was rude because he just
Yeah,
started
horrible timing,
putting out
bud.
havoc. Like that's rude as shit. Hey, little Colt bitch, come back. You got something to say it with your chest and not when someone's speaking, you bitch.
Not when it sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
God. All right, Havoc, please finish what you were saying.
Thank you. My fourth one.
I think you were on number 5.
Yeah, she was on number 5.
I think you were
Okay,
5.
thank you. My fifth one. Oof. God. So my favorite one would have to be my character, Jaws and Havoc. Because so just so you know, guys, I wear this cowgirl's hat to be as my character of Jaws and Havoc, the hardcore chick herself. She's the crazy one of all the family. I have so many characters. Is just
Ooh,
I mean,
it's nuts.
Question: what's it like to do all those characters?
It's fun actually doing Demon Havoc, my regular self, Jaws and Hardcore, Sasha Bliss. The craziest funny character that I ever made was Dragon Havoc.
don't forget you have a buddy that does a Grogu little gimmick that teams with you and interacts with you too down there.
Oh yes.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we had a match between Dragon Havoc and Grogu.
We did, and we're both like, why do we have to fight? Why can we not just be friends and go?
I actually remember that line. That's actually pretty funny. Of all the lines of reference, that's a T-shirt right there with those two characters on it.
I am not kidding you. Like, I had to do the voice, basic saying, like, hi, guys, it's me. It's Dragon Havoc here. Hi.
Yes, that match happened at Bloody Mania.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Booker, Vita, and Dante over there. Who booked that stuff over there?
Hey, like,
shout out to
I have
VPW
like
booking some interesting cards.
Yeah, I got a small question for Vita and the Asian Panda, and both of y'all have to answer it. Okay.
At the same time. 3, 2, 1.
No, not the same time. That would be rude. You don't talk when others are talking.
I'm learning. I'm learning a lot of etiquette here in this podcast. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
I'm not a graduate yet, but I'm learning.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So for both of y'all, how do y'all feel about being a non-binary e-fetter?
It's difficult.
Do you think it's like I was about to say? Do you think that things are different for y'all having to be in, being non-binary? Look, I don't know how to ask these questions without feeling like I did something wrong. So, like,
no, you're fine. You're fine. It's difficult, just like it is for like how females have a harder time. And like, I know there's a lot of people that don't quite understand the whole non-binary aspect and whatnot. And I know there are people who are like not really all up to date on the pride stuff. So it does make it difficult in some aspects, but then in other aspects, it's like, well, why does it really matter if I'm different and
Right.
I'm just another person?
Right.
I would think regardless of
feel-
what kind of relationship you have, if people know your relationship, it's always going to be tough, and people are probably drawn or interested by that thing. So that's probably always going to give people something to kind of focus on at times. So I think anytime you have a relationship that's out in the public can be tough, from my male perspective.
Yeah.
That's left, so I had to keep it going.
I want to ask
asking about my
question.
relationship. She was
Yes,
asking
sir.
about the fact that I'm non-binary.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you let your intrusive thoughts speak for yourself. No, let that be
But
stricken
no,
from the.
no. On that note, Jimmy, I'm very much so. I will straight up be like, nah, this person's mine. This person's mine. Back the fuck up. But I mean, when it
I
comes
think I
to
meant
relationship
sexuality as opposed to
I'm
relationship, but
territorial and
that's
I'm
why I'm not
protective.
getting paid. Ask these questions. I'm not a professional.
I get a lot of people coming to my fried rice restaurant making fun or poking at me just because I'm bisexual and I like egg roll and the dumpling.
Fair enough. If it tastes good, it tastes good.
I
Damn it.
like that. That was great. I was gonna ask. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, Jimmy, but I did want to say.
You should cut
so,
me off. I should be cut off.
I'm sorry. But does all the characters, like, does your person and your characters, are they all the non-binary too, like the Asian panda? Okay, sweet. That's cool, man. I like that.
The
All
only the only one of my characters, because I only have two. So there's me, and then there's my dark, twisted, like Harley Quinn type clown character, Calamity. That character is a female. But then just me in general.
Do you ever bring out Calamity?
I haven't in a long, long time because her voice hurts so bad after doing a promo, especially if I fuck up in the middle of it and have to redo.
Yeah.
And so I'm very like, oh God, here comes DJ Panda.
Whoa, there's more facets? Yeah,
But,
Dante's gonna bust out too.
it's really like high pitch and that like psychotic tone like Harley Quinn has.
Oh, dang.
It's really hard to keep that tone in my voice without it
Gita,
hurting.
how many distinct characters would you think you have? Like from one like that almost have a different promo style. How many distinct characters do you think you would have if you had a number? And same question to you, Havoc, because Havoc, I got you at like 6 or 7, I think.
And
as somebody that loves to bring a lot of personality, so I don't know what's going on here. I respect that.
Oh, you have enough that you can count on your hands and feet.
See, but Dante only has 2 or 3. What does that mean? We've only seen Dante like do 2 or 3 characters in this realm. I bet you got the depth, but
don't break it.
Okay, you know what? I have to say this. As you putting that on, I feel like we're gonna start doing the party rock.
don't entice me. I can't handle it. If like 2 people dance on screen, it's just gonna get crazy. A gooch was shown last time this happened. Do not do
put
this.
it on and get
Do
over
not
here
cast
now.
these wicked spells. Don't
No,
cast
you
these wicked
started
spells.
it. No, you have to do it now. Get over here. You started it.
What did he do? What did they do now?
Motherfucker, I said
He's
get
gonna
the
start
devil.
a rave and she's gonna get nuts.
He started singing the party rock song in the Asian Panda voice.
Yes.
He started doing it.
I have a reaching stick.
Should have never done it. Now you got to do it.
No, well, you know what? It technically is his fault for putting the marshmallow hat on, and that's what it's called. And yeah, so as soon as I saw that, that's all that was coming out of my head was party rocker in the house
I'm sensory
tonight.
overload right now.
See, I'm listening. I heard it too.
Stop. Please, I told you not to do anything on screen.
Here we go. If I ramen egg roll.
That was great.
I love starting some shit like that.
That was fucking great, though. That was great. Let's get. Well, I mean, I think this question was already asked for someone else, but Becca, do you like comp or do you like storyline? Because I know which you're in both of them, and which one do you prefer or like the most?
That is very hard because storyline, you kind of know the direction of where you're going in a sense. Comp, you have no idea what's going to happen. You know, you could put out the best promo in your life in comp, but your opponent could do just a little bit better than you.
Right.
Never know how the outcome will be. Basically, they're
Right.
both fun in their own.
I feel that. Like at first, I didn't like. I was brought to VPW, and I didn't know that it was comp at first. But Danny, everybody knows the Freak Show. He was like, I think you would do really good here, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't be doing this stuff. And then he's like, you know what? Just give it a try. And then I was the champion for like how long? How long, Vita?
Over a year.
Yeah,
Oh,
until
see?
someone walked in and took that title from you.
Steve, shut your mouth.
Hey, wait a minute, sir. Nobody asked. Be quiet.
Gypsy was undefeated when they came into VPW, and they won the championship. And they renamed it. And I was like 4 or 5 months before Bloody Mania happened, and they retained it for Bloody Mania, and they just barely lost at 2T, literally the last pay-per-view, which
I feel like things are gonna change this next go around. We'll see.
Keys back.
Hey, so the question, this one is for everybody can answer this one, one at a time. I know Mad T's got something to say right now about what I just said. I was about to take his title from him.
I said you're welcome for letting you take it.
They ain't no welcome for letting me do anything. I went out there and I whooped your ass. So the next question that I have, and that's everybody can answer this, but one at a time. Where is your favorite place to play at? And Ethan. I feel like I asked this the first time, but there was different people on the panel. So
Well, I can go. Yeah, I can go. Currently in UWO. I'm gonna pull the curtains down a little bit. I will be making my return to Heresy, and I will most likely make my return to PWR at some point.
Oh, you said PWR. That's one I haven't heard in a long time. Does that mean you got to hang around and play around with the same folk, or they ain't in there neither?
Oh no. That one. If we're talking about Madame Monotone, no. Madame Monotone.
We're not talking about Alicia. We're not talking about.
Don't make her.
We're not talking about Amelia Air.
I was actually.
I was not. Yes, but anyways, no. She is. Yeah, they are now in IW. Which, look, listen. I'm gonna throw this out there, and I don't care whoever fucking screenshots it or whatnot. I have no issues with IW. I have no issues with David Jones. I have no quarrels or qualms with him. I just felt for me in my direction. I did not want to go exclusive, and that's for me. Um, I wish IW all the best. I know they have some great different branches out there. Obviously, Alpha is where you'll predominantly see a lot of the heavy hitters. You'll see Omega, which is some of the lesser, not as heavy hitters. You've got UPW, you've got EWA. They have their own judge side of things, which is the Fight Club, and now I hear my old Fed Best of the Best is under their bracket. Again, like I said, I don't care whoever wants to screenshot this and whoever wants to send a voice clip. I have no qualms or issues with IW. I left on my own terms, on my velocity, just because of the fact I felt like I was not getting anywhere with my character over in IW. And again, this is no offense to anybody who plays over there. Please, if you want to go play over there, go have fun. Go shake your booty, do whatever you want to do. Do you, boo boo? Me, I just know for myself for DQ, you will only see 3 places, which is UWO, Heresy, and PWR. Yes, I will come back as a judge for EMP. I will be doing my hosting duties with Bo because I will never leave my brother hanging like that. But as far as
Yeah.
competing wise, that's where I will be.
Ruby, Ruby, I think she's talking to you.
I no, I honestly prefer not doing judge feds. I've done them. The last time I went a run at it, it kind of left me a bad taste in my mouth. But that's how much I prefer story over judge, and that's where you'll see me at. All right,
Nice.
enough of me talking
Havoc.
about me.
Havoc, your turn.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, where's your favorite place? Sorry, that made me laugh really hard. I'm sorry. Have where do you like to play the most? I mean, do you like storyline or comp?
And what league?
Yeah, what place you like to play the most?
For me, it definitely be storyline because it helps me a lot to figure out, like, okay, how am I going to do this? What do we need to do? And how can we make this match more bigger? You know what I mean? Um, that's what I always love. It's just based on the storyline of like where my character is going, where is everything going to come to on a storyline. Because it's not just that like your character may go over or not. Your character may get a title or not. It's based on what kind of storyline where they will go. You know what I mean?
My question is, like whenever you do promo, and this could go for everybody here if you want, really. When you do promo, so there's two different styles of promoing. There's basically the wrestling style of promoing, where basically you're talking about being in the ring, you're talking about going out there doing what doing basically what you would do as a wrestler. And then there's basically like HSP, WGP, other places where they don't recognize a ring in this game, and it's just straight talking shit. What do you prefer? Do you prefer like basically talk as a wrestler, telling that, or you just want to go out there and verbally assault your opponent?
I basically want to assault my opponent.
Oh shit!
Because that's who I am. Because I
I
don't
mean,
like to talk
again,
shit.
I mean, it all depends. Like we said, there's okay. So Sandy kind of touched on this because the promo world is evolving. There's so many different aspects to different companies on what they're doing. Like certain judge-based promos have certain criteria. Now, T can tell you, and so can Heather. Being in WKP, the besides having your video fluid and stuff like that, if you don't even include the location, the date on when the location is, or like, there were certain criteria in your promo that if you didn't put it in, that was one of the reasons why you lost.
Stupid. That you got something to say?
Whoa.
But that comes down to the old school style fee. I mean, if you've been there for a long time, then that's how it was when video promoing first started, because that's how it was written promos, is that you put the location and everything in there. So that's the old school mentality. And I didn't realize that because me and Dante kind of started around the same time, and we didn't do written shit like all that. When we came, we just say, hey, you go out there, you turn your fucking camera on, you talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't learn that. Where did we learn that at? As we learned that in what? Fucking SWA?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, when we first started SWA.
Like, I've found a way to, like, combine both styles of story and comp into one, even in places that don't like the whole wrestling thing. I make it so there's a way where I can put it in there and they don't notice that aspect. Like I do it all the time in HSP, and no one ever notices, even though it's one thing they don't like over there.
Yeah, what I was saying was, bro, when we learned, because remember how we fought somebody, we both fought the guy, and they mentioned location and all like that, and then I think it was Dan.
It was
on After Dark. Yeah, because they mentioned on After Dark that was an old school mentality way, and that's where me and Az learned it at the same time, and that's what to me I was like, oh, that's fucking dumb. So WKP, I lost my first match because I didn't do that, and I was like, well, what the fuck? Fucking Doomsayer came to me and he was like, yo, you gotta do this right here. And I was like, oh, well, that's fucking dumb. But that's the thing not a lot of people do nowadays. KC Luchador still does this day.
Well, that was also like before SME took over the old EWN page. If you looked at any of the history of the World Cup, that's exactly how Grant was judging it. If you didn't put the location in, if you didn't add whatever if it was a stipulated match, um, if you didn't do your like somewhat of a recon of where you were going to be, like let's say if you and I were facing off in Las Vegas and there was like 50,000 in attendees, like I said, some old school judging mentality, that was part of what that was like some of the little bit criteria besides the rest of your body of work.
Like I noticed a lot of people in EWN during the last World Cup, the whole location thing, they would find a video of someone walking to the location, mute it, and put their own voiceover. Like I did it against my match with Fox Mars. I did us walking to the Japan Dome, and then also had my promo inside a green screen of the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like when me and Dante first started doing green screen too. I mean, that's the thing people don't understand. Like everyone's like, why did Dante and Matt T go at it so much? It's kind of like you and Dolly in a way. It's like you and Dolly are always connected. You know what I'm saying? Like that was me and Az. Like we started, like we got to the thing at the same time. And that's like Bloke was my day one, but that's my little day one. You know what I'm saying? Or my last day one, whatever we called it. What did we call it? Whatever. Anyway,
traveling, it gets even harder.
But what I'm saying is like that's the thing with the Female Bully Club. You guys have been connected. I mean, you guys went through arguments. You guys went through big ass fight. Me and Dante roasted this motherfucker for 30 minutes straight, live. Like we fucking ran war and like thing. I mean, I'm high as fuck, and I just thought about that point, and I wanted to say that. But yeah, I love you, little bro.
Oh shit,
look, brother,
that's getting real, man.
Shut the fuck up, Jimmy.
So
Hey guys, hey. John was saying something. Let's let the wise man finally speak.
So back to the topic of the styles between whether it's like talking about like the moves you're going to do to like if they just turned on the camera backstage and you just sat there and just talk shit about your opponents. I honestly believe, look at it from your character standpoint. How is your character standpoint? T doesn't need to sit there and say he's going to hit you with a pile driver or whatever a Mad T character would do. He would sit there and just...
What do I say? Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
I'm trying. I'm listening here.
I literally thought I was muted. I apologize.
Go
ahead.
Phil, continue. It's not that serious. Continue. We were liking it. Everybody was listening. Was hanging on it. Matt T, you fucked it up again, bro.
I want to hear your perspective, bro.
Too quiet.
You don't have a Mad T character who sits there and just talks about wrestling moves. You pay to see Mad T sit there talk shit about his fucking opponent. There's a time and a place, like let's see, I'll use actual wrestling. Mick Foley, he'll say, right here in insert city, state. Like to me, it's all based off of what is your character gonna do. Like I don't like hearing that it's all about the aspects of like, oh, this company, this group doesn't like this, or this group doesn't like that. What is the character like? How do you tie the character into it? Like Asian Panda said, and honestly, he's been able to work, especially say HSP. He's been able to work it out where he's been able to combine everything, and it's obviously worked. So it's not that like say specific groups don't like it. It's how are you going to make it work to not only improve your character but also the product within. Now, when it comes to story and comp, to me, you always have to have a little combination of both. I think that's where I've enjoyed being at HSP, VOH, Revolution, here at EMPs, because if anybody knows my character as the villain, it's always been about trying to tell a story, but also kind of trying to become like a Mad T, where I will use my moments and verbally assault somebody. So that's just my perspective on it.
Nice. Anybody? I like what he said there.
Well, it also depends on the evolution of your character too, because I will say that like before I started video, I was doing like I started in written also. That's how I started, and I was writing my promos. And I can tell you, a lot of people in this business who've seen my writing can tell you it looks like a fucking short story.
So I guess really the question would be like, now T can answer this, Ruby can answer it. Pretty much everybody here is a promo artist, whether you still compete actively or not. Like when you promo, like what is the mindset going into it? Like do you write things out? Do you like rehearse it out a little bit to figure out, okay, this is how I want to say it, this is the emotion I want to show the audience? Because really at the end of the day, we're just entertainers. It doesn't matter if like you have like something written on here and it's like Bojack knows too. Like it really does it doesn't matter how you put it on screen. We're all entertainers. So I wanted to get what you guys do to prepare for, say, a match or a hype, whatever it is that you guys do for your shows.
Well, for me, when I look at like my opponents like in match or their hypes or the match promos, for me, I just like knock down like certain key points and like watch the video again to see what I want to say, and then go from there.
From my perspective, doing mostly storyline, it all depends because if that's, I'll either go with the outline predetermined story that we are already going on course, like what, let me pull back the veils a little bit. Right now, UW has me and Heather at some point going to link up. But in order for us to start that journey, which we already started that journey, I like to build that story up because if I know at the end game I'm coming to her, I want to be able to start slowly building that. So what I would do is go to her and be like, hey, how do you want to tell this long term, like short term storytelling? Like, how do you want? Where do you see this angle going? Because for me, it depends on who I'm facing. Like, if it's a one off, I'll be like, hey, you know what? How do you want to play this out? Again, just going back to communication with your opponent because
Mm-hmm.
it is super important to when you're in a match, and like I'm not saying in a judge kind of setting. I'm saying more for storyline and predetermined, whether or not it's predetermined or not. I feel like it's better to go and talk to your opponent so that way it can work out. Like you don't necessarily have to say, okay, this I'm doing, but at least work out an angle where both of you are like, okay, you kind of see where the story is going.
I was gonna say that that was gonna be like one of my next topics is like, do you guys talk to your opponent ahead of time? Just be like, try to map things out, because to me in my world, and Dante can pretty much talk about this because we talk all the time on this stuff. I like to talk to whoever I'm gonna be around because I need to know one, that we all have to trust each other. We got to know that the other person, whether it's just 1, 2, 3, or 4, that these other people aren't going to shoot on you, and next thing you know, there's a giant war over anything because you said something wrong. So I do 100% agree with, no matter what style of promo you do, you have to talk to somebody about it because you have to know where the left and right limits are, and then how do you guys want to present it as a whole. So I do 100% agree with you.
I mean, me personally, I just go out there and talk shit and not give a fuck if I get offensive or not.
No fucking shit.
See, like when I promo,
I mean, it works.
Like what you
Somebody
said,
keep stealing my lines lately.
It's more of a storyline with me when I talk to my opponents because I want to be able to tell a story instead of just seeing like it's just random. I want to build up a story that me and my opponent can tell, so that way it flows all the way from hype to match, so that it's just one whole thing. Because that's what will draw people in. That's what will keep them interested. But when it comes to comp, back to when Villain said, like, do you write down stuff? I'm one that really doesn't. I just go out there and I press record, and whatever comes to my mind, like what I'm thinking comes to my mind, I just say what comes to my mind and just comes out of my mouth. I don't really. Sometimes I'll write down stuff or like just like put like notes in my head of like what to say. Like I learned that from Phil. If you have trouble, you want to have like 3 different notes that you want to reach in a promo, and I'll do that. But I'll do it in my head, but I don't physically write it down. But most of the time, I just go out there and I do a one take, like the EMP results show.
Hey Dante.
Yeah, Dante.
How many times have we offended people?
Oh, a lot.
I saw I saw Loop's comment and I wanted to chime in, but I wanted to wait till Dante was done. Yes, people. There have been people
from being Asian Panda, just for doing a small little skit for Tully and V in XWE as Asian Panda. I got kicked and got ranted on by like I don't know how many people saying I was racist. I'm like, really?
I mean, I could also answer that. Why don't you go ask DJ B and JD?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's like there are too many people. It doesn't matter what group you're in, like who you hang around with. There's always going to be somebody offended with something you do. Like I've had people get offended for because like when I first started doing promoing, I would take pretty much people's backgrounds and I would act like I am in their place, pretty much shitting all over what they do, where they come from, to thinking I was better than everybody else. And then I had to evolve that character a little bit. And that, like, I've also said some things when I thought things wasn't going my way, and when I know I thought it was better than somebody else, I pretty much I went rogue onto an entire page, and that pretty much started anarchy. And I think this is when I actually kind of met Ruby, because it was afterwards when we first when Revolution was first formed. So
I mean,
but yeah,
the thing that I find out is funny, like I don't really like offend people, but people get offended when it comes to facing me if I don't win or something like that. Like when Bojack won, I had people like come to me offended because I didn't retain. It's like, I don't give a fuck if I win or lose. That's not what I'm here for, is for a title.
People DM'd you angry at you? What?
I'm here to entertain, put on a show, and make it so the match in whole is good. Like if I lose, that's not my whole.
That's
prospect
people
of
low key
match.
trying to fuck with you because they know how good. You are.
Like I've had people.
People have gotten mad at him.
My whole point of
Yeah.
like putting on a promo in a match is to make the match in itself. The whole thing doesn't matter if it's triple threat, one-on-one. It's entertaining by both sides. If I win, I lose. Cool. I don't really care if I do because I don't do this for that. I do this for fun and enjoyment.
What
Go ahead then.
What I love is when I'll be in a match and I lose a match, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere I'll say the same thing. Shut the fuck up, Matt T. I'm over there to kick you in the fucking nuts. But I'll lose a match and like I'll sit there and start talking shit about like, oh, I lost this. Like how can I lose this? But at the end of the day, it's like I'm trying to set up for something more. Like I could have sat there and complained and made it look like I disliked the idea that I lost to Dante Black in the main event when we had that one-on-one. But no, like even I have to sit there and admit his promo was so much better than mine, and I gave my best effort on it. So
it was like when I lost against in the Fatal 4-Way. Bojack's promo was better. Like,
can I finally fucking say something without you two talking?
That like I'm bringing up something you talked about.
You put your finger up one more fucking time.
Like,
I swear.
You know what? Whoever's saying villain,
I'll break you.
We talked about it last night.
Not you three, but his.
Fatal 4-Way match. I even agreed with him out of all the promos.
Not you. Break his fucking.
In that Fatal 4-Way, my promo out of everyone, my promo was the worst. And
how am I holding people hostage? I sat here for 90% of the show quiet.
Exactly.
Who the fuck is that Facebook user?
And make you choke on soy sauce.
Hold on.
Is that Facebook user?
Anyway, we're talking about offending people. Just my name alone offends certain people in the EFID world.
Let me know.
And then, if we're gonna talk about like different histories of shit going down, I'm gonna say go see Casey Moran and ask him about. I think it's what they keep mentioning. It's called Black Easter. Now, Casey Moran can give you that conversation about Black Easter. It was way before my time, but look, there's a lot of shit that has gone down in the promo world, like good, bad, ugly, toxic, beautiful. I've seen it all. Do people get easily offended? Yeah, they do. Is there certain things that I've said to people to offend them? Yes, I have. Has there been memes that I've offended people? Yes, I have. I mean, there's one in XWE that's famous for two dudes that called themselves Ebony and Ivory, and I told them I was coming in there to steal their lunch money. They got pretty heated about that. So. Has there been memes?
This is the perfect question for me.
I mean, what do you like to? Do you like to steal people's lunch money? I know you do.
No, the perfect question for me is: do people get offended? As someone besides Yuffie and probably the thing up there that besides that, like, I think I offended way more people than a lot of people. Like, okay, you know, I'm up there pretty fucking high. Look who I ran with for a whole year. I'm just putting it out there, okay? Now, so people get offended? Yes. Especially when you tell them they should have fucking died when they OD'd.
I mean, I did tell Corey Tombstone he should have Chris Benoit himself.
I mean, I did tell fucking Jay Fox that his daughter he should have died because his daughter would have lived a better life without them being with him.
And that's why you're my bodyguard, by the way.
I mean, one of the times I've been offended, like it was probably most recent, is when AEP, and he got kicked for saying this. He said when I had my bad longboarding accident, that instead of landing on my shoulder, he wishes I would have landed on my head and snapped my neck and died. Yeah, I got offended by that because legit, that wasn't a OOC situation. That was something that happened real, that could have happened. Didn't have my hands above my head.
I mean, people are going to get offended by so many small things. I won't mention names, but we call her monotone.
Go ahead.
I heard you guys say that last week.
And she would
we don't sugarcoat shit, Bex. Go ahead.
Miss Monotone got so pissed off.
Because she's a
Jillian, Amelia. Sorry.
Can attest to this. If anything happened in anybody else's lives, something worse happened to that bitch.
Facts.
I'm sorry. There's a male version of that, and I'm sorry. His name is Austin Wilde.
Matty has like 10,000 screenshots. Do your business, monkey man. Do
Listen,
it.
I thought that was fucking McFly.
The fun part is
that nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
All right, man. I didn't go for Exhibit A, man.
No,
it's real hard there.
Man,
Austin Wilde is breathing.
But the one thing that I'm trying to get him to stop with is if there's a single speck wrong of anything, doesn't matter if it's small.
Wrong.
Yes, like that.
Oh
Dead
my
ass.
god, I had a whole conversation for a whole day.
Take it off the
after
screen.
that.
Help.
When Bojack said that his goatee looked like it was symmetrical and off shape, we had to have a conversation about that. He got offended by it. Or when he was chosen, when like the last paper, like the Carnival of Souls, when Jimmy was picked as the one who won that match, that the judges did. It's the first thing he did. He messaged me, getting pissed off, feeling like he was offended.
That he lost, or what was said in promos?
That he lost.
I was about to say probably.
Well, I'm offended. Why would he think he beat me?
Okay.
Fucking jerk.
Okay. Nothing is as bad as the Dragon Brothers.
Oh my fucking Jesus Christ. I remember when they were running from you and Dolly.
The Dragon Brothers? Let's not get started on that
Are
shit.
Dragon Brothers related to your gimmick as Dragon Queen?
They would go on other lives talk shit about Fee and Dolly,
Bro.
and then we'd add Fee and Dolly into a chat, and then they would leave the chat. Even if it was
Remember?
their own group chat, they would leave.
Remember,
Okay.
Fee? Remember when Blunt and them did the fucking to the windows to the wall because of his fucking window?
Yes, I remember that one.
I remember one time we literally brought we brought Fee into VPW just for that reason, because the Dragon Brothers were talking shit, and we brought Fee into VPW. And right when Fee entered, all you see is leave group, leave group.
Damn.
It's kind of it'd be like that sometimes.
Powerful spell right there.
Okay, so a little backstory when it comes to the Dragon Brothers, especially with Billy. Like, okay, Billy has had this problem everywhere he goes. He likes to run his mouth. And the minute you start poking at this dude, he will go off again. Like, there was at one point in WCC, and I can give you the fucking record, 17 times this dude went fucking live, all because myself and Patty went poking at him. Just little jabs here and there. And the jab was like 5 minutes. And then as soon as we done jabbing at him, boom, Billy was already punching alive. And Rob was no better. He was just as bad as fucking Billy going live. Like,
It is a little attention-seeking behavior, but I actually prefer that than on any drama in a locker room, because that's probably the most annoying. A lot of lives.
Remember PSU when I told Tim Lee to put me versus Rob, and I had my dog fuck that stuffed animal dragon?
Bro, so instead of Rob responding to you about that, he went onto his own page to do a live against you, which you were not even a part of. He did it to Fee too. Like, Fee got after him. He went and did a live on his own page where Fee couldn't see it because someone had to screen record it and send it to Fee.
There is no character over there, Luke. What you see is what you get with that guy right there. So that guy's doing constant character work right there. Shout out to
Yeah.
Brackus,
So,
though. Hit it, Brackus lives.
but yes, as far as the Dragon Brothers go, whenever my name pops up anywhere, they run.
What about? Well, hey, you know what? I got somebody worse than that. You ready?
He's cool. What's the matter with him? People don't like him. I know him. I like him.
Hey, Bex, you want to take this one? Why don't we like fucking B3?
That motherfucker decided to actually come at me and said the following: that I was a waste of space, that I needed to disappear, and he insulted my weight, all in the same voice clip.
That's fucked up.
Listen,
Got to take him out
Fiona-
back and beat his ass.
Yeah, Fiona went after him.
Oh.
Charlie went after him. T went after him.
Oh, I murdered him.
Did he give an apology? He seems like a nice guy. Did he give an apology?
He got
ran him out of FTW at the time. It was, like I said, T, Dolly, Charlie, T, Cody Bentley. Who else was it? I think it was Az. I think Heather.
yeah, but who made that sting the most though? Just saying.
Me, you damn ass.
No, fuck you. I mean, I love you. No, hold on. I take that back. Don't do it. Don't. No.
You know what? You know what? No. You know what? Let me leave me with T on the screen and see what happens. Because we both know if it hadn't been for me even starting the fucking mess and turning around and cussing this dude out, he wouldn't have started running from people. And then when I showed up in FTW to be like, hey, how you doing? He fucking ran. That's what happened. So, again, when people know where I'm at,
There needs to be like a Pokemon name for that move. When Dragon Queen enters a chat and casualties appear.
Fiona, I think, did an 8-minute video on him.
Oh, magic. Dragon.
Remember, hey, Bex.
Yo, Loop. It's still real to me, damn it. Yo, Lupus. Like
Fee and Bex, remember?
Man, you should have heard the Agent Panda say, "Oh no, don't do that." He should have said some shit like that. That would have been great.
Remember what Crow did to you, Bex, in CWW?
Throw the camera.
I was in the middle of a live, and Fiona
Agent Panda, you are supposed to
was
be
there.
upset now. You're being beat on.
Ooh, that was.
Hey,
Give him a shoulder rub after that
Guys,
one. That was.
Bex is trying to tell a story, guys.
Connected with that one.
Fiona remembers this. I was doing a live show. I forgot to play a video, and I forgot to say something.
Don't condone
It was
that.
on me, but this dude, William Crow, came into my inbox all pissed off because I accidentally forgot something. I thought Fiona was going to murder that Crow. The dragon was ready
But remember what happened though? Not even an hour later, like 30 minutes later, Bex told me about it. Not even an hour later, Crow left CWW because somebody went live and roasted his ass live.
I mean, if
Super
we're talking
effective
about like
Pokemon
going
attacks
back
they
to
have.
the Ray Jack subject, Mad T, Charlie,
Blood.
I think Dolly,
Oh.
even Vita, and like 20
Blood.
different people ran him out of VPW because of comments he was making.
He
And
was
then-
the comments he was making to Becca at that time, and the fucking my queen shit he was doing to
And
me.
then in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, he got ran out because he used an excuse of him not able to show up as a promo. That
And
my
then-
dog died.
FYI, when Nappy went face to face with him and Smokey, you could say you're welcome because I gave him the ammo.
Yeah, no, he tried to in Smoky Mountain Wrestling use an excuse that my 21-year-old dog died when I was nowhere near my dog. I was 2 states away from my dog. And he didn't know anything about my dog.
Give
He's
something.
living right
I
now.
mean, if you ever gonna say you're at the top of this game in any way, shape, or form, you gotta give your booker something. It can be shitty. If it's, I don't know. To each their own, but I always think you should try to give something. if you
Look,
can.
and I will counteract to that. You will never ever hear me say out of my mouth wherever I'm going that I am the best at what I do. I will probably say that I am someone that like I'm here not to make a name, but I'm here to climb up the mountains just like everybody else. Do I feel like I'm the best promo artist out there? No, I know that there's a lot of talented people here in the promo world. Whether you're doing it written, whether you're doing it storyline, whether you're doing it 2K, we all of us on this panel, all of us in the PFED world, we got something different and different to offer to the promo world. Now, for me, I could say that I am the best at what I do, but there are going to be days, and I'm sure Dylan can also say, I'm sure Vida and Dante, there's going to be those days where you're going to have an off day or an off promo, or you look at some of your material. Like I'll look back at some of my material from like 2, 3 years ago, and I'll be like, oh, what am I thinking about? Or why the fuck did I do that? This is something that I question. Like Heather and I talked about this last week when we were talking about like when we're going through our face painting era. Like I look back at some of the face painting I was doing back then, and there were some that I was like, I touched on the nose, and then there was some I look back and be like, why did I do that?
That's me. When I look back at the promo that you tore apart, the first one you ever did, I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? What was this?
I mean, that's like the makeup. I said it last time, where there was times that I had done something to my face, and I get on camera and I'm like, yeah, this looks good. And then when I see it later on, I'm like, why the fuck didn't they tell me this shit looks silly? Like, why they play it with me? Why didn't nobody say this looks silly? I would have been like, okay, let me correct this real quick. But nah, we used to like look up different types of, face paint and then make it our own and let that was fun,
Yeah.
I did understand when Havoc was saying something about, sometimes the makeup might break you out and stuff like that. And that's another reason why I don't do it as much as I used to. Besides time, it takes time to do those.
That's why I kind of have like
Oh.
toned down my crazy makeup.
And I have the urge to do it all the fucking time, but it's like I also am worried about my face getting dry again, and I don't like that. But
I've never used
sometimes it
makeup.
calls for it.
I was about to ask, Villain or Matt T, you guys ever do a makeup promo?
Nope.
Me neither.
We know you, okay? Come on now. It's obvious you did it.
I very
I'm as
minimally.
masculine as they come, man. Why would I want to make it?
It's not about you, Jimmy.
All right. John wants to say something.
I've done face paint. That's probably the closest I've gotten to makeup would be face paint. There was a time when Revolution first started, they brought in a character named Mike Murder. He pretty much took the face off the villain. So I would have, like, for a while, I'd actually have a Rorschach mask I would wear. And then when I would take, like, when I took it off, I just had a bloody face.
So it was more special effects and kind of selling it. You weren't just putting face paint on. You were trying.
Oh
to
yeah, no,
find a
I
way
was
to sell the
selling
injury.
it. Yeah, I did it because I like telling stories. Like
I love that when
especially if-
people sell like an injury like that. Love it.
Like I also like fractured my shoulder and was in a sling for about a month. So we like I don't remember who I had I don't remember who that match was, but we came up with an idea where during one of the hypes he attacked me ahead of time. So
I mean, yeah.
I do makeup sometimes, but very minimally is Asian Panda because of how long it takes to do.
You do attire, so that's something. Does anybody like don't care what they're wearing when they're on screen, or do people try to take a focus? Kind of like, all right, I need to get the hair did. Need to get this dress on. This
what hair are you talking
jewelry.
about? I ain't got no hair. Like I might
Again,
my beard.
again, this okay. It all depends on, for me. One, it depends on the storyline I'm going through. It depends on who I'm facing. Like, there's like intricate things. Like, I'll sit down. I'll be like, okay, you know what? If I'm having a match with Dante, like, there's been no actually, the best promos I can think of was against me versus Cody Bentley. Now, if you don't know who Cody Bentley is, please go check out his work. It's all over either UWO or some of the places that I've been. Now, um, if you want to talk makeup and you want to talk about almost special effects, Cody Bentley is the person to go to.
Yeah.
Um,
Cody's really good.
I I had the privilege of having a match with myself and Patty versus him and Fox. And at one point, I was, because there was a design that I had in mind that I wanted to do, and I ended up turning it into sort of like the Mummy slash the Grudge kind of feel to it. And that's because of the fact that, like, I was talking to Glenn at one point, and then he mentioned something about the Grudge, and I was like, bet, right? But those are the things that, like, I like whoever I'm facing. That's where I base off what direction I want to go to in my promos. Is there times where I'll actually dress up and go full on dress down? Yeah, there's been times where I've done that. And were there times that I look like I could be probably robbing a fucking liquor store? I've done those promos too. Has there been times where we have where I'll do a commercial like I did on Fist. That infamous, oh, this poor man needs a taco. I've done that already. Yes, Bex, we're talking about Fist and him needing a poor taco.
What about the Meow Mix commercial?
Oh yes, how I did the edits for Meow Meow.
Oh, the Meow Meow commercial? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about your lollipops?
Oh, you want to see
Hey,
it?
can we see that commercial? Yeah, do that one.
Lolly dicks.
Are you single and ready to mingle but don't want the attachment rest of the entire body? Is your husband not giving you enough and you are just so desperate that you need something nice and sweet? Or if you just want to politely tell somebody, go suck on something, then look no further than Lolly Dicks. Yes, Lolly Dicks. EMP and UWO special for $9.99. You can get your very own Lolly Dicks. Either small ones, big ones. We sell the average size of 4 inches. And don't worry, ladies, if your man is the size of a pickle, we got those sizes too. If you want the ginormous ones that are 12 inches, we have those too. But those are extra shipping and handling purposes. But look no further. If you want to own your very own Lolly Dick, just order from EMP and UWO stores today here at $9.99 Lolly Dick. And if you want to get one and buy another, you get half off. And secret, if you want a mold for your husband's dick and you don't want to get him all rattled up, we have those molds too. Those are sold separately.
Place my order for 5 of them. Wait.
That was
I thought it was no. What I said was I like those 2 subtle burials in the beginning.
Yes, still.
Yes. But going back to what we were talking for just a second, I still do the effects makeup, which Fiona and Heather has been, and Vita have been big helps with it. But I have a problem where I'm trying to write words on my forehead and I write them backwards.
Mm.
You could ask Heather, the one I just recently did against Jesse. I think with some of my letters were backwards when I was trying to go against him.
Yeah. Yeah, they were, but look, like you did the damn thing for sure. I don't think, like, from what you were saying, I don't think anybody was really paying attention. I mean, I'm gonna be the one to say that I know I seen it, but I wasn't gonna be like, hey, it's you know what I'm saying. But like, you killed it. Like, it don't matter if the words were backwards or not. The point was made, and you fucking killed it.
And honestly, you can't with some people you could tell, like, you can't tell if they actually meant to do it on purpose or not.
I always say I do.
That too.
I just kind of cover my ass on.
If you're having fun with it and it's more like silly, you can get away with that stuff. If you're trying to do super dark, yeah, then you need a lot more things on point. But if you're a fun personality, I think you can get away with it.
In an easy way, if
I
you notice
mean,
editing it, you can just flip the video, like mirror it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran something in CWW which kind of killed everybody fucking laughing at me at the end because it turned out to be a running gag on me, fucking husband. Anyways, I Rick Rude, my husband, Glenn Sexton. I Rick Rude him. So he then, in turn, after I Rick Rude him, he took that very same picture that I posted and used it and turned me into a T-shirt.
Hey.
And the T-shirt is typed off Dragon Queen wants her pipes busted.
I'm a little upset I don't see more T-shirts, custom T-shirts that involve this. It's not the hardest thing to get going. I would love to see more of that.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Me and Justin was and actually me, Justin, and Dante were talking about getting like Dante's working on a BPW site, and we're working on setting up a store too where we can get merchandise on all three. Just me, Justin, and Veta and Dante and Jay are going to sit down and talk about it. But yeah, we want to get merchandise going. He wants to get UWO stuff going again because there was UWO merchandise. I want to get EMP merchandise and then BPW stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
There's a lot of people in VPW who want their merch up, and they haven't been getting it up as soon as they wanted to. But like, we have a VPW store on TeePublic, and we have like 60 different designs on there. But I'm working on getting an actual site because then I can just convert all those designs and all the other people's designs that they want on them. Like Danny Darko, he has a shit ton he wants up on store. He's not able to get them up. Once I get the site made, I can just put those up. I can put up Mad T's designs. I can put up Jimmy's designs. I can put up Becca's, Villains, Charlie's, Heather's. And I even want to put up other designs from other companies like UWO and EMP because it's supporting them as well.
At one point, Glenn also had his store too, and that's where, if you notice a few times where it says "Daddy of the Year Club," that those T-shirts and those designs were his very own designs. Like the logo in the background for the female, like besides the coloring, the original picture image of it came from Glenn's. Actually, if you flipped it from the Daddy's Club to the Female Bully Club.
EMP.
So I will say this, like, I've had my stuff put up in like HSP for a while had, and I honestly can't even tell you if they still do it or not. They would use Redbubble for their logos and stuff like that for people to purchase, and it got to the point where it's like, yes, the competitors want to have all their merchandise put up there as much as humanly possible, but like some of these things, like you have, like what people don't realize is, all right, the cost of getting a website, keeping the website up, Like T knows the price for StreamYard. That thing like I think that doubled as of like this past month or the last couple months. It's actually doubled up on the price. So when we do have that opportunity, it's just now you get the people to purchase it. So I think
it's
the thing we
sorry.
run into.
Yeah, StreamYard went up to like fucking $44 or $48 a month.
Me and
like,
Vito are gonna head out. Thank you for having us on. You guys have a good night.
Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Later. Before we get started, Becca, that was a dirty ass trick to get me on here.
What was the trick? What'd she tell you was happening?
I had a message in my inbox saying verbal assault of Rajax.
There
and
was
I'm thinking the dumbass went after Becca again. Oh, I want to kill him. I want to kill him.
He was referenced. We were talking about him. We did. Everybody had a talking pillow for a little bit.
Becca, that was a dirty ass trick.
Look at the smirk. Oh, hook, line, and stinker. Sarah, by you,
I mean,
Mark. You just worked.
You came in here.
I'm the best.
She knows how protective I am of her. That's an evil trick.
Well, you
I'll
showed up, man.
see on someone's ass again tonight.
Matt T was talking. Yo, Sarah, behind the real though. Matt T was talking a little bit of shit.
Oh, I'm
Matt
not
T was
surprised.
saying Matt T said he does better makeup and he could take her in a one-on-one. I was like, yo, Matt T. I don't know about that, but his words, not mine.
If he wasn't talking shit, then I don't know if he'll be able to talk.
What y'all talking about?
T could start breathing, and he either would offend somebody, or him breathing just sounds like he's talking.
Just because I can beat every single one of you in this call with ease and comp don't mean shit, okay?
Wow.
I know you just did not even.
I did.
Thereby versus Matt T. Oh, Ninja Van.
We're not going back to that one yet. We've been there, done that.
Oh, we need Sandy. She has the shovel.
Yeah, I know. We had a lot more questions to ask Sandy.
She
Sandy
does.
left.
She could have buried Mad T.
And
It's okay.
look, we can bring her back for the next show. So everybody.
Yeah, I think we. So all right, we
Yeah.
still have 3 ladies here. Should we ask like 3 question apiece or something?
I mean,
Yeah, because
Philly, go to the thing inside. See if you can see a good question to ask. And who else?
I mean, ask
pick
us.
someone
We're
and
here.
ask. Right. Pick a question.
Sarah, while you're here, Sarah, you see the chat somewhere? There's like a secret chat. The studio chat.
Who is this freaking Facebook user though?
That's Pinky NEGI.
Just 100% made up
Can-
a name, Matt T.
Hold on. Can we
Pinky,
like?
Inky,
All right.
Y'all
I
gotta
do
put
have
y'all's
one.
names by your comments and shit. Damn it.
Well, it's because Facebook messed up with
That's his
StreamYard.
Xbox.
Well, that's
Make
why
that
I'm
happen.
saying
I
put
should
your
probably
names.
contact her
Put
about
your
that.
names with your contact. I mean, with your fucking comment.
So, all right. So, with the EFED world being dominated by the men, and we're starting to see more and more women populate the EFED world, how do you feel about men being weird and being thirsty and trying to just get into the DMs?
Took a turn.
Yes.
Yeah, Fee, go ahead. I'm gonna let you answer.
I gotta love question number 21, and that's what it was. I was not gonna go with "Do you know the Muffin
Yeah,
Man?"
this question is not affiliated by the Wise. He's just an advocate for the question.
I'm the true journalist here, so
It's up for debate, but not nor the time nor the place.
Yeah, Fee, go ahead. Answer that question, Fee. Come on.
Oh my God! If I could only, if I had a wait, I do have a list of how many
I was about to
dudes have
say,
been.
we do.
On behalf of men, I just wanted to apologize for any unsolicited dick pics that any of you have ever received. That is so crazy, but throwing it out there from Team Man to you.
I've lost track of how many times y'all inbox me. Hey, there's a guy bugging me. Charlie, go take care of him.
You're the wolf.
You know it. You know what? It got to the point where I actually went and played the scenario out in one dude's inbox where I said, "Oh my God, I like." Okay, so Taylor being like really good friends of mine, Taylor Doomy. Um, there was one time there was a dude buggy, and like I said, there has been a long list of dudes in the past like 5 years, and going on six, where I haven't had a day's rest where there's somebody thirsty in my inbox,
Oh,
whether
stop.
it be what. Listen, whether it be wanting nudes, wanting to be between my legs, want me to be their side chick, wanting to be their next baby mama, like you name it, I've had it. I've had it all, even unsolicited dick pics. I've had dudes send me like pics of like trying to show off their nipple rings at me, like
Ew.
hey,
I mean, or guys that come to you and say, try to holler at
Who
you, and
is
then you ask about their finger. What's on their finger? And they say, don't worry about that.
I'm not trying to desensitize what I just heard, but like that's my daily interaction with Mad T. That is so crazy.
Don't fucking be telling what the fuck you send me, okay? And I send you, okay?
Well,
I gotta
you're
send the
in
dick pic
character
to
as
somebody.
Kniff. It's all right.
I gotta
You're
send
in
it to
character.
somebody.
It's all right.
I gotta
who
fucking
the
send
fuck
dick
is
pic.
asking these? Who the fuck is asking these questions in the comments?
Yo,
That's what I want
It's
to
a
know.
fucking, it's a fucking troll. Like I'm just letting them talk. It's a fucking troll.
Why? What, that movie's in.
Is the troll
The
just
dumbest
mad that we're not paying
question.
attention to its colorful hair?
It's
I
clearly a
mean,
bot. It's clearly a bot because I'm looking at
it's
the
just
profile.
funny
It's a
that
bot.
the question is would you rather have a Lamborghini or a Ferrari? Like, is that where we're at right now?
Well, look, listen. Let me show you.
We really doing that?
Listen to me. Let me show you something.
I'll take a pickup truck because there's no way in hell
This,
Lambo
this is
or
that
Ferrari
person's
will be holding able
profile.
to hold my ass.
This is that person's profile right here. It's literally a bot.
What? How does that
Can
happen?
somebody say that name for me?
How does the internet work? Like, I don't understand how that even works.
Can somebody say that name for me though?
Pinky Niggly.
What was that, Matthew? One more time?
Pinky Niggly. Niggly.
Where are you getting the L at the
Niggy?
end, bro?
I was gonna
Niggy?
ask, where's the L?
Yo,
Pinky
Matthew.
Niggy.
Yo,
Pinky
Matthew.
Niggy. That's my
Well,
nigga.
Hey, hold on. Facebook user, you're leaving. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Hey, peace.
Yeah.
Bye, bitch.
Bitch be gone.
bye,
Sorry.
Felicia.
We
Right?
need bitch be on spray.
So
Bitch be
I got
gone.
another question for the ladies.
I guess going
bet
back
you
to
do.
that question
Hold
that
on, Trevor.
I brought in, I it sucks to see like when we do have women who come in and want to be a part of this e-fed world, and all of a sudden they do get these messages. Like I know, especially when it comes to a specific group, they know who to go to, and they can sit there and be like, "Hey, this person's coming to them with all this information," and next thing you know, all these guys are going to go jump on whoever was sending these messages. So, and I'll say I'll even say it. It's blood money. Blood money will sit there and go fuck anybody up who does that.
OGs will too.
Yeah,
Okay.
OGs, blood money doesn't matter. Or we send fee.
I'm not affiliated with
So
anybody, and I'll do it.
Actually, usually
fee comes to me.
yeah, so but like okay, no, okay. I'm not gonna try to offend any females on here because I love them both and I love every. Okay, I will tell you in this game in the past almost 6 years of doing it, I have had two virtual stalkers from eFeds. Two, not one, two. And I can't really count the third because he's now in jail. Who knows how long he's going to be there? But I have had two stalkers in this game. I will
Any
tell
moment.
you. Eddie Morgan
I told his ass,
and
I'll fucking
Mel.
put him again.
Fee, if
I'll
you don't
fucking
mind,
put him again.
if you don't mind us asking, what was like the craziest act of stalking that one of
Hey,
them did?
Luke, watch your fucking self, Luke.
I mean, it's true though. He's not lying.
I didn't
Yeah,
say he was lying.
Loop likes the character.
I shank a bitch if I have to.
Yeah, look, I listen. Eddie won't come nowhere near me. That motherfucker scared of me after what I said to his ass. Fee remembers what I said to him. I'll fucking tell you. I said, look, if you message Fee one more time, you trust and believe you won't be holding the phone.
I mean, I know how weird the guys get with the guys, Fee. So, like, what was the craziest form of stalking that somebody did to you?
So, Melvin, which was the very first stalker in this business, actually went and messaged my ex-husband.
Ew.
I remember that story.
Not only that, you know the infamous butt plug video that Ronnie keeps talking about? Ronnie said he got the video from Melvin because Melvin started started a rumor saying that there was a video out there of me with a butt plug. This is why
First of
a
all,
lot
can
of
I just say that you can't believe anything that Ronnie says, anyways?
no, I already know that. But I also hold a little bit of truth to that because Melvin was to the point where like the messages just wasn't stopping. Um, Melvin not only stalked myself, but he stalked the late Jennifer Morton, and he also stalked Denise, who was damaged Danny Day. All three of us ladies did not have an easy time with Melvin being around.
He's out of all leagues now. Currently, he's off from all Facebook. Does he even have a Facebook anymore?
He is now dead from an probably overdose on Xanax at this point. But I will say this: this is what like some of the OG females that was still in the game. 9 times out of the 10, the reason why some of us have retired or some of us are not as active in certain places is because 9 times out of the 10, it's because what males do in our inbox or have done to us or we've done to ourselves, or like certain people who open their mouths saying that they've got an OnlyFans and it gets passed around into fucking different chats. There's there's other infamous person that shared a nude of hers because she was dating an e-fitter and it ended up everywhere else.
All right. So I got a question.
So,
Number 29. What could be some ideas to bring? I know we asked this last time, but what could be some ideas to bring more female talent to this game?
I don't know. Keep the weirdos out of the fucking inbox. That'd probably be.
All right, Jimmy, stay out of fucking inboxes.
What? Screenshots
not-
are
I
easy.
mean,
Bring it. I'm in trouble for not going in inboxes. Pay attention, Matt T.
Wait, what did it say? I am a Gypsy fan, probably the best opener and bring to the loss and the love.
EMP. He's such an EMP mark. Fucking Loop. Loop and Melissa, man. We found 2 fans. No other league actually has non-promoing fans.
Hey, Heather.
Like JD.
You see what he says there? You see what he says about, I'm just putting it out there, okay?
I know how JD types, and
I see that.
that's not.
You see what he said there? You sure you see it?
I do see it.
So
I see
let's
all
get
of
back
it.
to the topic at hand.
Right.
Sorry.
We obviously know we're never gonna ever get rid of all the crazy weirdos out there. We're not, but we can continue to sit there and build a support group to hopefully get past all of that. Like,
No,
and
it's not just that. It's just one of the things that I am truly grateful for with being an e-fetter and being a promo artist is like when you go into certain pages and you interact with some of the people in the locker room, there creates a really good, strong friendship with a lot of people. I have, like, again, I've been doing this for almost 6 years. There is a long list of people that like I can either hate them, love them, learn a lesson from them, or never speak to them ever again. The problem with it is that there's not enough support system where us as females feel safe enough where we can go somewhere and be 100% certain that like most of the roster is going to behave themselves. And I say behave themselves because even on the bestest rosters, or even there's got to be one bad apple that spoils it for the rest.
Yeah, don't be like Troy Rex.
so I also feel like I guess the climate within like the groups could be different too, because like sometimes we forget, hey, yes, we may have like these little locker room chats and we talk in there, but sometimes things can go too far whether you actually mean it or not. So like,
I always fucking mean it.
no, we know that.
Matty.
You know what, Jimmy? Jimmy,
Yeah,
I
what's
swear
up?
to God.
Hmm?
I hope that you're in War Games for blood money because I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Whoa, I haven't made my.
And you know what? If you are not
Spicy.
after fucking War
Ladies,
Games,
ladies.
Choose your
shut
next
up.
words.
Hey,
Choose your
shut-
words next wisely, there, Matty. What's
I'm
up?
no. Say everybody, shut up for a minute, okay? Big boys are talking. Jimmy, after War
I'm
Games,
the biggest one in the room, so shut the fuck up.
I don't care if you're fucking OGs. I don't give a fuck if you're blood money.
So fast, say everybody.
I'm challenging you, Jimmy, the week after fucking War Games to a one-on-one.
That's my dream. That's my dream card. I'm booking.
Ooh.
You want me on my dream card?
Yes, I fucking do, bitch.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's time. I'm tired of you running your fucking mouth.
I mean, I was sitting here quiet. I think you're good.
Okay, children. Okay. If you continue, I will put you both each on timeout.
He's the
There's
one.
only one person that could put me on timeout.
She's gonna make you guys hold hands and say nice things about each other.
But
Gonna put you both in the same T-shirt if you don't cut this shit out.
So, Matty, did you hear Villain when he said Bloka knows too as an example?
Bojack knows.
Bojack, fuck. Damn it, I ruined my own. Bloka, he's the one fucking with you, and somehow he went with my mind and made up the words that I said wrong. He's the one fucking with both of us, and he knows.
Oh, don't worry, Kevin Wolf knows as well. I received those notes.
Guys, what is Blood Money gonna do when I get Phil Marshall to fucking be on the OG?
That's not happening.
All right, you know what? I have a question, and since Villain is like very much intuitive on asking these questions, I'm gonna reverse it towards him now. Yeah, darling. Because from a male's perspective, how do you feel leagues can do better for females on their roster?
When it comes to that, obviously, as you've talked about this, and I've been trying to mention, the support group needs to be there. I wish we could sit here and say, hey, we could vet everybody and make sure we keep these people out, but obviously that is not going to happen. So the support, as I said, the support group has to be there. After that, I have no clue. I don't run my own groups. I'm glad to be a part of where I'm at. I help out with EMP when I can, and I help out with HSP. And whenever people have these issues, they come to me, I bring it up, and then I try to speak sense into it and then move forward. Luckily, I've never had to have to come to this situation where I've had these, like, say, somebody coming into someone's DMs trying to be creepy about it. Like, I don't know how I would, like, I can't say how I would handle it. Like, I'd probably go find somebody and,
you know how I handle
it. I know how you would handle it. You probably go after them.
B, how many times have I went after a guy for you?
Like,
Becca, how many times have I had a guy for you?
I would go after
Heather,
him, but
how many times were you right by my side when we went after a guy?
For me, I would do it. I have to do it. I would say, like, personally. Okay. Some of you guys know what I do for a living.
Yes.
For my safety and my background, I have to calculate it, how I'm going to do that. If I have to sit here and go with Matt T and be like, hey, we're going to pretty much show somebody a lesson on this, then I'll sit there, listen into it, and then I'll chime in when I need to. But I'm usually not always the first one that's going to go jump in on somebody. I'll be there with them because I have, like, for my safety and my background, I have to watch out for that.
You're not like Jimmy, where you fucking sit here and defend the guy, even though he's the enemy.
Exactly.
Who's the enemy? You have to identify the enemy.
It's the enemy within.
Talking about JD.
Why? What did he do?
There's a long list of what that motherfucker did. What do you mean, bro?
I don't know. It should be like what?
There's a long list for a lot of people.
He did anything towards the subject we're talking about.
Yeah, but okay, sorry. It's not just always. It's not just going to be about the women. Okay.
So,
even though yes, this is the female bully club, but it's not just like the situations aren't always just about that.
The question you guys were posing though is how to prevent men from creeping on the women, and Matt T said JD. It's just when
he is a creeper.
Okay.
Like here's one thing I would love to be able to see in EFED. I've been doing EFED since 2016, 2017. That's how long I've been doing EFED. I would love to see an all women's division. I would love to see that.
You ain't got enough
the problem is, will that ever happen? I do not know.
Wise man, I think that sounds better on paper, but honestly, I don't think there needs to be a women's division. I think the best way to be like, wow, we've come full circle is to see a card that is pretty much straight down the middle, 50-50 men and 50-50 women. That's where you will truly get. And we're not there yet. There is usually 15, certain leagues, 15 to 20%, but it's still every card is obviously more male than women.
So Mr. Jimmy, there's a reason why I said I would love to see a all females division.
Mm-hmm.
It's because that's something they can claim as their own. They don't have to worry about having the men take over. If they want to go in the men's division, guess what? They can go in the men's division. There's a reason why you have seen people like China and Nia Jax, Beth Phoenix all go into the men's Royal Rumble because they can actually do it. If they want to do it, they can do it. But at least they have something that they can claim as their own where they don't have to feel like a man is going to take it from them. That's what I want to see. I want to see something where they could be able to. I would love to be able to see them take it and surpass what the men can do.
Have it almost as an equal title or better.
Exactly.
It's on them to make that division good.
My thing is this. Okay, I know Fee doesn't really do comp, which is understandable. To me, like, if you think about the females in comp, like, and I'm talking about even over there on the other side of the fucking promoverse that does comp. And I'm going to sound biased as fuck, but I see every woman that does comp. I've seen everyone that do comp. To me personally, I think that if you look at comp rankings, I feel like Heather could easily be the top female ranking thing because you got to think the other females that are actually just as good as Heather are fucking Fee and Dolly. They don't do comp. They do storyline. Okay? So if someone like Heather comes over to EMP, earns a shot at the world title, now how are people going to judge that? Is it going to be judged as, oh, she's a woman? Or is it going to be judged straight comp? Because I'm trying to think of fucking comp world titles that were actually earned by a female. There's not many, I'm sure. Like, Fee, you might know more about that than me. I mean, you've been around a lot of companies, so.
I've seen Havoc and Vita.
They're not world champions. I'm talking world champions.
Oh, okay.
I mean, besides me and Heather, not many.
It's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like, so I feel like there's no need. And Dylan, I love your idea of, yes.
I mean, like comp wise, like even world heavyweight. Like I can't believe I'm gonna drum this up. Colton Best Fed. I was world over there. Like I've been a world champ. Like not talking about CWW run. I'm talking about like outside of this. I've held world in Colton Best spot. EWA, I was the very first. Comp wise, Outbreak, I was one of the very few females that held that title, which was like the equivalent of a world title on Outbreak.
Outbreak world title. Outbreak is the world title for comp side of there, but now that Outbreak is no more, you know.
Yeah. Where else could I think?
I don't know. I mean, as somebody that's been watching a lot of promos, I've caught a lot of promos the past couple year and a half. I think all three women, even Sabrina, at one point, you guys have done a hype, a promo, even if it's storyline, that could be scored good enough to beat 95% of the roster. There's certain nights that you guys nailed it. So it's interesting to see you guys not want a comped when I think all three of you can nail it out of the park.
So
the issue I have found, and I hate fucking agreeing with him because I really hate this. If we go by Iron Bison's logic, and it makes sense, okay? It makes sense to a certain extent. You're not looking at just the match promo, you're looking at the whole entire body of work. Now, and this is something like if you notice, that's how I judge matches. Is that I look at it as a whole, like leading up from your first hype all the way up onto your match promo. And I'm looking at this not as like not necessarily as a judging aspect, but also like if I'm in a series with you, how am I dissecting it? But at the same time, I find with judging, it has nothing to do with bias. It's just that females tend to not get the better scoring when it's predominant male judging, just because it's and Josh touched on it. Some judges feel like females are not that believable some days. We don't have the intensity like some men do. Yes, we can be a straight talker, but I'm not going to sit like I don't want to be sitting here raising my voice at my camera. There's like sometimes you feel like some judges like see that we don't have that emotion that we can turn on and sound like we're about ready to strike. So it makes it very hard to judge compared to like compared to mine and a male. So that's why it's a lot harder for a female to be a world heavyweight champion than it is for a male in comp style matches.
So,
and the other thing I would also add to it is when I was talking about, I would love to be able to see a women's division. The problem is right now, there's still not to me, there's still not enough women in the EFED world to actually make that a reality. I think if we're able to bring in more, it could become a reality. But it's just not ringing to a lot of people, because whether it's they don't feel like it's going to be, as Fee talked about, the judging down the middle, or if it's somebody being creepy going into the DMs. There's always going to be something that's going to start that's going to be there to push them away rather than bringing them in. And I think as a community, we need to find a way to fix it. Not just, hey, this group needs to has their way of doing it, this group has another. It has to be an entire EFED community to be able to build in the brotherhood, the sisterhood, to make it work, so everyone feels not only just equal but also safe.
Right, and
Sorry,
that's
T.
what I was gonna say. Well, I was gonna say, like, Gypsy, Heather, you're the UWO World Heavyweight Champion. Now, if you came to now, you're promoting EMP basically a lot now. So if you had that chance to go for the World Heavyweight title and you actually won the EMP World Heavyweight title, would that be like your first World Heavyweight title comp win?
Comp? Yes, it would be. Because I've been in storyline Heresy's World Heavyweight Champion and now UWO's. So, yeah, it would be my first comp World Heavyweight Championship.
My company, too.
Also in your company, Matt T, there was an insane women's matchup where I think every judge that got to give their opinion was like, that was probably the match of the night, the top two promos, and that was Havoc versus Gypsy on our last.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the thing too. Like, we've seen, like, I watched the way people react to promos. Like, because I had all little box down here to see how y'all's reactions are, the promos are playing, and it's like watching everyone's reactions, even in a 3-hour show. Watching those reactions, like, y'all still were into that match. And that was like the most y'all were into was that match. And it was like, so I was like, you know what? Heather likes helping out people. She likes working with other females that need help. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, you do this with Havoc, because me and Scott's been trying to find ways to pull her image away from Scott, where it's like she can do her own thing. And having someone like fucking Gypsy do that would be big, you know what I'm saying?
That's a crazy story arc. I didn't even think of that as a possibility down the line.
So right, and this at the same time, this gives as a comedy aspect to the outside, because like me and Scott can like fucking try to learn to get along. It's like our girls are fighting, we gotta get along, and it helps put the story of SWA, and it's like there's like different things, and that was the idea, and I want to push like if they beat Bloka and the dude this week, they get to take on the tag team champions after War Games. So,
wild card.
T, can you?
I will also add to the fact that for the longest time, most people, most females who were promoting, most of our matches were always the open jerking or somewhere in the middle. I will say I had to fight with a lot of companies to get females to be put in a main event match. Because if you look at a lot of people's match cards, females tend to never get main event matches unless there's like a title to go along with it, or if there's something special to go along with it. But a lot of our placements for us as females, we don't get a whole lot of like main event moments. So that's also another reason why like certain places like UWO, where they're pushing a lot for the females to get a lot of main event opening, a lot of those like spots, is because a lot of places do not offer that.
and that's the thing. Like, that's why But no, when you got time, I've asked you some months at EMP because I want more female over there like that wants to comp. But the problem is people like you prefer storyline, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But I know if I asked you to do like one-offs here and there, you would do it. You know what I'm saying? And like same with like fucking with Penny, with Dolly, you know what I'm saying? I know she probably. But I'm trying to get like I would love like fucking Taylor Jade and UWO.
Okay, T. How about I make you a deal? How about I make you this deal?
Do that. Like yeah, just Heather's
yeah, right. She's here. Very funny. The only one time I may come over here, and I say may, is if I get to team up with my man villain down here.
Listen.
Interessante. Whoa.
Listen, sis. I've been wanting to match with you forever. So if you and Villain want to take on me and my boo thing, that's all you got.
Whoa, sir, you and me have a date with Destiny on our own on a different timeline. What I'm saying is if I do a one-off and when I choose to, the only way I will do that is if I do it with my villain over here. I'm sure he could use some of my expertise either ringside or side by side in a match.
And that's fine. You know what, sis? Because here's the thing. When you and Villain wanted to have y'all's match, guess who's sitting there waiting on you?
So
me and your sister, yeah.
Can we also can you also go back to
insane.
one of the comments that Loop made? The Just Focus. So Loop, one thing about this is EMP is just a small little fraction of the promo EFED world. EMP is just a small little fragment at the moment. There's a big tiring community that we could sit there and learn from. We can build from. And I don't know about the rest of that. So we don't need to just focus on EMP. We have to focus on EFED as a whole.
Look, okay, I'm gonna say this for the last time, Luke. Whatever qualms or issues you have with Justin Barr, I am asking you very nicely not to put it in this chat. This is a platform we are talking about like eFeds and where we like to play. But at the end of the day, if it hadn't been for Justin Barr actually pulling me out of fucking TWE, yes, I fucking name dropped the fucking place. TWE, Toilet Bowl Wrestling Entertainment, Dylan Belcher, aka Corey fucking Tombstone, Sped. Yes, I fucking went there because I don't give a fuck. If it hadn't been for Justin Barr pulling me out of there because this motherfucker decided he wanted to go live and start talking about my kids and bring up a whole lot of fucking shit. This was before I fucking met T and all that. Listen, if it hadn't been for if it had not been for Justin Barr pulling me out of there, I would not have gotten close to Heather over here and I would not have gotten close to Dolly. And it's thanks to him where the Female Bully Club actually started to play together. But it was thanks to Ziggy Cobain and like if it hadn't been for the Bully Club and their blessing and because of our grief, the Female Bully Club would not be out here. So in a way, in such a way, I have to thank Justin Barr because if it hadn't been for him, I would not have developed a friendship with Heather or with Dolly in the first place. So please do me a favor and keep your motherfucking comments about Justin Barr out of the motherfucking comments on this fucking broadcast.
So I will say this.
Agreed.
100% fourth it. If you have it, like I just saw the comment on there that you just found like the comments very like a specific way. This is not the platform to bring it up. You go talk to like if you know who the owner of the group is or whatever or wherever these comments are made. Speak to somebody individually about that. Don't. This is not the platform to talk.
Yeah.
Listen, okay. Myself and Heather might have issues with certain people in certain feds, and that goes for male and female alike, because we have had our enemies everywhere. But at the same time, this is a neutral platform. I want everybody to shine. So if you are there, like that, like I said before, when I mentioned IW and David Jones. Like I said, if somebody wants to take back my fucking tape and send it right back at him, I have no issues with him. I am not mad. I'm not angry. I'm a little disappointed. Yes, I'm hurt about what happened. They know why it happened. I know why it happened, and I left it at that. I left IW on my own free will. That was for me and me alone. Do I hold any ill will? I really don't. Do I hold ill will to certain people he has on his roster? I do. Have I made my feelings known about it? Yes, I have. Am I going to be shy about it? No, the fuck I'm not. But at the same time, when it comes to different owners, this is a neutral fucking platform. I want everybody to feel comfortable, because I know we had reached out to some people who do play in certain leagues, and because of the exclusivity and they don't want to get into problems with other people, this is also another reason why we're having issues. So again, I don't want nobody's name being brought out there. I don't want any EFED owners being bashed on this fucking platform. This here is neutral.
Well said.
Dealer controls the action. What's weird is I'm pretty sure Loop talks about Justin. He likes Justin Steed, which is weird.
Yeah.
I just wish I knew who Loop was.
I want to know what Loop's problem is with the villain.
There is a little bit. I see it too. Too.
It like every single time the villain shows up on screen, Loop has some comment about how somebody's gonna beat villain. Like, especially like Havoc, like villain and Havoc have not crossed paths. The only path that villain is on that Havoc is going to be a part of is the fact that villain goes against Wilson Fist. That's the only way right now you're going to see that.
You know, that's what I was going to say.
Mentions.
That's what I was going to ask you, Villain. Why don't we see what this? Watch that video getting announced of this. Yes.
I mean, once T can find some people without a favorite flavor of Windex, be looking at your world champ. Going for that dumb shit.
Oh, really? That's how you feel, Fist? Damn, bro.
Am I not supposed to?
I come over to SWA.
Yeah, we're cool over in SWA. You come over and I'll put you in a position to take the heritage title from one of my closest friends. And we come over here, man, Havoc can't catch a break. Everybody shits on her every chance they get. I can't get close to anything because the second I do, you put the dumbest motherfuckers officiating.
How about this, Fist? Next week, you versus Villain. Winner gets Bo Jax.
Villain?
The world heavyweight title.
Bruh, you talking main event already. Okay.
I'll take care of you. Even though you don't take care of me or
Hey, you know what? Yeah, we can do that. I'll see you over on SWA too. Don't you worry about it.
So, Villain, that's how you got put in this predicament you're in, and what do you think of that?
So, Fatal 4-Way, I was expecting a lot from Wilson Fist. I've heard so much about him, never faced him, and until I came to EMP, never really got to sit and exactly watch a Wilson Fist video, whether it was hype or promo. When it came to the Fatal 4-Way, I left disappointed. Like I'm flattered with the words that he said. He wanted to get to a one-on-one competition at some point to see who would be a better promo artist, but I kind of felt a little left wanting to see more. And then I think you called me and talked to me about it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Actually, I take that as a shot as me because I'm fucking defending that title. Loop. He's always trying to knock you down a peg.
No, the thing is, Dylan is very talented. Like,
Luke
I
better
mean,
come on air at some
like
point.
this is the thing that I keep trying to tell people. Like, EMP has a good fucking heavy like world division. I mean, even Shady said when he's getting back in a good place, he'll do some matches. I mean, that puts Shady right in the world title picture too. I mean, because let's be honest, it's Shady. You know, Phil even said he might do a match or two.
Like,
Man, we got Gully Guns. We got Gully Guns in
Oh,
the
yeah.
horizon.
Gully Guns, yeah.
Nancy, you got to watch yourself. Alan the
He's
Alien.
OGs.
I mean, he's got
What do you
his
mean Gully
green.
Guns is OGs?
So here's the one thing. Like, I've actually had people come to me. I'm like, oh, you keep asking for these opportunities. I'm like, I never asked for this opportunity. I literally had T come to me and say, hey, Wilson Fisk wants you in a match. Okay. Well, like, I didn't know at the time what it was going to be for. I didn't know, hey, this was going to be for another shot at the world title. But it was like, when it was all said and done, I thought, okay, 1-on-1 versus Wilson Fisk. Got it. I'll take care of that. Because I want to see what Wilson Fisk will do now with another opportunity. I don't look, and I know T can pretty much say this, probably say he agree or disagree to this. I don't think I'm a great promo artist. I really don't. I think I worry too much about the story, then I overanalyze it a little bit. I don't feel like I'm that good.
My opinion, here's the thing, and you know, I mean, a lot of us been around for quite a long time. I mean, who's got that echo? Is that you, Charlie?
Kick him and see what happens.
Maybe.
Is that there? Still there. Anyways, so what I was gonna say was, I mean, we've seen a lot of E-Feds that are comp and stuff, but I feel like EMP is doing something different that others aren't doing, and that's comp with story. Like, if you think about it, I mean, EMP, the whole OG's blood money shit, you know, all that. Like, we're doing story inside comp, something no one else really does.
So before EMP was doing it, I was helping Scott Chambers with his group, and they were doing something similar to that. I know this because if you notice, every time Taylor and I have a match together, we always mention the past about us fighting. I actually beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship belt over in Scott Chambers' group. So that's what I'm saying. There's a long history between him and I where it kind of carries itself over. But
Story.
So Loop, I'm sorry, Fee, for cutting you off on this. So Loop,
Yeah,
I
sorry,
actually
Fee.
do. I do help a lot of people out when it comes to the when it comes to promos, commercials. I actually do a lot behind the scenes that most people don't even know about.
This will be addressed. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry. Sorry. I'll finish.
I do the commercials for the shows. I'll do like match little promo cards, just like how you would see it on, say, professional wrestling. I do a lot of it that you don't even know about. Yes, I could say as a writing and developing things. Yes, I'm really good at that. But to say that, like, unless you come out here and try it yourself, don't sit here. Like, I would say, don't sit here and try to say that you don't see it or you see it. Come do it first before I'll take your word for it once you come out and actually do it.
or better yet, Luke, why don't you come on the show? Why don't you come show your face?
So what I was gonna say was this right here, this comment right here, Luke. It will be answered on Sunday on VPW during Mad T's promo.
Maybe that's what you want us to think, Mad T.
Hey, Heather, am I right or am I wrong?
Oh no, it's addressed. It's addressed in the promo.
Addressed? Is it over? We want to know when the spell's over. Matt T's been getting a
Mm.
little.
Honestly,
A spell? Is it? Is it a spell?
Or is it something else? Hey, I'm not putting my
I
chips on
got
any
another
bet.
question for all, like for everybody as well. After V
Mhm.
does what she needs to say.
honestly, Luke, I'm watching the comments and I enjoy the fact that you like to comment, but you know what? There will be a day that you will put your foot in your mouth. And I'm just gonna say, I will invite you to this platform anytime, anywhere to show your face so we can see who you are.
If
You
I'm
know,
not wasn't he on the Bloka show like eating a bowl of cereal on day one?
there was he did come on
Yes,
one
there was
day,
a time
and
he was on the
I
show.
couldn't, and I seen his face, but I couldn't. He was dark, so I couldn't really see him. But I swear to God, he looked familiar, but I don't know who the fuck he looked like. I forget.
All right.
I don't think he's JD because he does talk shit about JD too, and I don't think
No.
JD's that smart to have that as
So,
a cover story.
so I
No
will.
offense, JD.
So my question to you guys: Have you had a fan reach out to you individually outside of it, and just try to talk to you about whatever you were doing, whether it's story, like story competitions, comp, whatever it is? Has somebody reached out to you and tried to like either say that you do something wrong or you offended them about something? Like,
Oh yeah. There was when VPW was first starting up, we had a bunch of random people in there. They were watching our shows, and there's something I said, and they came to my DMs crying about it. And I told Veta, and I was like, "This is the dumb shit." There was the CWF. There's fans over in CWF, and fucking, I said something wild one day, and they messaged me. I've had it happen a couple times.
Okay.
Who's got the echo?
I can't really say a fan coming to me, but I know when I first started e-betting, trying to explain to people what e-fed is that do not do this at all, like that has been something that I've had to deal with because I had to sit here and explain to people that I pretend as a wrestler screaming at my phone like 3-4 minutes at a time. I mean, there's been times where where I've done a promo while I was walking and you got people looking at me like, why is this bitch fucking yelling at her phone for?
I'll finish a promo or I'll have just finished the face paint and my dad will walk in the house. I'll walk out. He's like, where did I go wrong? Mom at some points will be like, come here, I got an idea. And she'll paint my face. But it was funny trying to explain to my father why I'm in the bathroom yelling at my phone or yelling at Charlie half the time. He's like, I thought you loved Charlie.
Is your father not a wrestling fan? Is he a wrestling fan?
No. He's more
so that would be a good question.
Football and stuff like that. If I'm watching it though and he's getting ready for work, he'll start asking me questions though.
Okay. Jimmy, have you had anybody reach out to you unexpectedly? Just was like whether it's like family.
There's people that message me, hey, I'm a fan of your work, and that's how they introduce me. I mean, anybody that messages me, I respond to. So yeah, there's some fans that, but they're all people that promo. Loop and Melissa are the only two people that I've seen that I'm like, they're not somebody that has a promo on the page. Only two people I've seen.
Melissa says I've heard.
Rumble has some weird people too, but
yo, Jim, remember Melissa said that one time I was her favorite e-fetter. Just putting it out.
I don't remember that.
We need to get Melissa on here. I think she would do well in the female bully club.
Hold on. Look at
She has a mark, so
look at that face. Look, when you said that, she looked at her face. She was. Anyways,
so in that main event where Bojack won the title, did anybody vote for Dante as the winner?
No, Dante took last.
So here's where I think some people I think some people were upset about it because like I think a couple of the judges were so obviously a few of the judges were either Blood Money or now I guess Blood Money / OGs, and you had two people who were Blood Money to begin with in the match, so you'd kind of feel like you could have people feel like, oh, there was favoritism already in that. Then you have also people behind the scenes that know, hey, T and Bojack are really close as well. So it's like, okay, was there favoritism into that? So you get those people who start to like try to pick those things out. And I don't know, like I feel like they did a decent job at the judging of that match. Wilson, like to me, if I had to rate it, like, am I a little biased on mine where I felt like I had more, but I'm not going to complain about it. I really can care less if I won or lost that match. I'll live to fight another day, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was judged fine.
I'm excited to see you versus Fist next week. That's a
I'm
big.
looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a fun matchup.
I hope he's ready because I'm not holding back. I held back I held back a little bit because I didn't know what to expect. Now now I'm going for the throat.
Fist is one of those grizzled veterans I've seen around these leagues. All right, Matt T, are you picking the last question? We're at the 3. How long do you guys ladies usually run these shows for? Do we have a time limit or
The first one was literally 4 hours, so we're gonna have to talk about that.
Maybe like a 15-minute rundown. I think we
I'm pushing. I'm already past midnight here. So,
what time zone are you in? You're not in Wisconsin or something?
I'm in Illinois. I'm technically in Missouri, but
technically, yeah.
I mean, Eastern time for me, it's almost 1:30.
Yeah, I'm in Central.
Why can't people know where you're at? Good thing you're not interviewing. All right, no questions for me to villain.
Yeah, it's almost 1:30 over this way because I'm Eastern as well, even though I'm in Canada.
Eastern here too.
I have a question for Fee. Is Canadian maple syrup better than American maple syrup?
Boy, why you have to make me go start a war? Boy, why you gonna make me start a war? Because y'all know already that y'all don't got the real fucking maple syrup down there. That shit's fucking trash.
I like Canadian maple syrup, by the way. I'm just asking.
Well, darling dearest, just let me know your address. I have somebody who has the shipping. I'll send you a can.
You ever thought about putting syrup on somebody and licking it off them?
Matt T, come on, man. We had such a cool show for
okay. You know what? I have an
I'm just
answer
asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend.
Wait. No. I have an answer for him for that one because we already had one do that, and its name is John Reggins.
I know that guy.
I remember that.
He lets syrup off somebody or he puts syrup on him.
If anyone remembers Legion, he's one of the greats.
There's two. No, there's two Legions. There's Legion Cole, who is currently in IW, and then there's Cody Bentley's Legion.
Of course.
But yes, John Reggins, Darling Dearest, retired. Do not get this man drunk on a call because he's already dressed himself in maple syrup and in fucking chocolate syrup. And I know this because I was on the call right after it happened and I had to listen to poor Brookie tell me about it for 4 hours. And every incident that has happened ever since, when she brings it up, she still gurs at me. Yes, Legion Cole. Yes, he is a really good artist. He really is. I have watched Travis's work and I loved it. And I still love his stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about putting syrup on somebody and licking it off, but hey, anyways, what were we talking
Darling
about?
Dearest, Darling Dearest, if I really wanted to do that, that's going to be considered porn because I already know who I want to pour my can of maple syrup on.
And
Who's
sex
that?
is
Who's
his
Second, no
last
answering
name.
that.
I'm watching a random SWA match. Who is that? That's not.
Right, Fee? Sex is in his last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look, if you don't turn a bright sheet of red.
Villain asking the hard hitting questions now.
I told you, I am the real journalist. I just wanted to see what you guys were gonna do for like the first couple hours.
And here you still are. So, like, who's keeping you against your will? Are you entertained? Don't put my words under a microscope. Just accept it.
Sonny, what the
She's
fuck?
who's keeping them here.
Bro,
I
what, y'all
got a
want to do
question
pop
for the
talk?
ladies because I'm using
Okay,
it
go
to
ahead,
take
Charlie.
notes for when I make matches for Limit Break after I talked about. If I put y'all in the main event, who would you want to main event against?
Ooh.
And here's the killer: it cannot be your significant other.
Damn it!
Oh, damn it. We can't do it, Heather.
Matty.
Jimmy, I'm taken. Shut up.
He apparently loves you long time.
Apparently, Jimmy wants to be
your
my
pit.
wifey.
He'll fluffy
Say
fluffy
what?
your pillow.
I'm just
Jimmy.
waiting for-
Apparently, Jimmy wants to be my wifey.
I'm just waiting for my final thoughts, man. Like a nice little boy.
You might.
He wants to be that third wheel, okay?
What was that,
I'm the
Gypsy?
only wheel. I am the wheel.
I said he might want to be your wifey. I don't know.
Actually, you guys can answer the question too,
Oh, yeah?
since I'm taking notes.
Repeat the question.
When Limit Break comes around, if I put you in the main event, who would you want to main event against? But it cannot be your significant other.
Damn. I'd have to know what the roster looks like.
Anybody.
It's terrible.
Anybody you want.
Wait till you guys see the surprise I have on DPW.
You know what?
That laugh.
Like it's unfortunate because it kind of got killed this week because the match that I was doing with Showtime, which I really wanted to have a better ending. If I were to main event in anything, it'd be with Showtime. Unfortunately, he's IW exclusive. If we're not doing IW exclusive, Joe Mega is one on my list that I would love to have a dream match with.
I remember
Big Hit.
his name mostly because Jennifer used to say his name all crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
You remember when she used to Joe Mega?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
Oh my God, she used to kill me with that. Big Hurt Brian Carr is another dream match. No, wait, we had one match over in PWR.
Damn, Fee, I'm right here, by the way. Just saying.
Nobody likes Matty.
Listen, T.
I
After you
know,
went
I
and-
know.
No, you know what? You went and told people that I've been running from you, which is bullshit. That's a
I
lie.
did
and you know
never
it.
say that.
I heard
I
him
would
say it
He
like
says
5
he says
times.
it about
He
Villain
said,
too, so don't worry about
did
it.
never say that. He said, I did never. Yes, you did.
5 times.
5
But,
times.
but, I do, however, have to say I do want, like, even though he's a pain in my ass and a little brother, sometimes I want to kick down the fucking hallway, but I won't do it because you know what? He's my bro for life.
Who?
Definitely.
Matty.
You dummy.
Oh, shit, my bad.
He's totally high. It's okay. Just leave him alone right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there it is.
I
There it
if I
is.
can mind.
If I was to come
I'm
out
in trouble.
of like if I did a one-off, a singles one-off, I definitely would want to match with Villain too as well. That'd be interesting to see Villain versus Dragon Queen, how they would pair off. Um, is there anybody else like?
You know
I
what's
mean, I would.
maybe.
I would also love to face off with fucking old school, but I know he's never leaving PPF, so that's not gonna happen.
Honestly, yeah. Good luck with that one. Good luck.
Yeah,
with that
you know who I want. You know what? I want Artemis in a one-on-one because she's got 2 wins over me. This is bullshit.
I can make that happen, T.
Find me a river, bitch.
Yo, I swear
And you
to
know
God,
what?
God,
one.
give me-
If I'm gonna pick
Next
a match,
when
Hold on.
sorry,
what?
go ahead, Heather.
I was just gonna say if I pick somebody, I'm probably gonna pick somebody that I haven't faced ever. And there's a handful of people that I've never faced from SWA. Is that what we're talking about? Correct?
Well,
What we're
Cyber
saying in
it's going to be like a collab with EMP, BPW, UWO, kind of all mixture kind of thing.
Is this your show, Sarah? Who's like the head booker or like?
I'm talking with Bojack, but we're probably going to be the ones running it.
So like if I want, I'm trying to think of people that I haven't faced off with that could be, because I haven't faced like some of the people that Fee mentioned. I haven't faced Villain. I've never faced Villain, so there's that.
Bojack? You thought Bojack?
I've never faced Bojack.
Me either. I haven't faced Bojack yet, but
I haven't faced Billy. So there's a good handful of people that I haven't faced. Like so,
I'm sure T will let you get into the will to mix it up with Ruby, like because I know me and him have some unfinished business to attend to from the past.
I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. I swear to God, bro.
Oh.
No Diddy. No. Oh God damn it! Why did I say that?
You started it.
See
Hey Ruby, I remember the
like that.
Ruby. I remember the first time we faced off.
Whoa! Pause.
So and Revolution.
Yeah, we faced off on the first Revolution show.
I remember that too.
I don't remember where we were on the card, but I remember I think we were the first match.
Yeah, I think I faced you in my debut there.
Yeah, because it was the first show.
Hey, that was like I think that was like late 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
All I know is
2018ish.
All I know is Ruby. I swear to God, if you're done the match, I am not taking my fucking shirt off for you. Ask me, okay? We had that shower
versus Ruby Knight and a topless match.
No. Look, we had that shower thing. We did that shower shit, and that was the last time we ever doing something like that.
Hey, T, I think Jimmy wants that match with you.
I did a promo naked in my bed, with a title around my junk.
Oh, so you Shawn Michaels did.
Everybody just say fucking me and Ruby in a shirtless match? Oh, I'm not sure.
No. You and Jimmy.
Me versus Jimmy.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever taken a wrestling chop to the chest before?
Yeah. I've taken fucking lead pipe across the chest too.
Oh, damn.
Matty is on record for taking multiple shots on the chest.
Hey, at least I'm not like Kevin and get pounded in every way you can be pounded. Just saying.
What's your answer to the question, Vax?
She wants Mad T. She wants to try to beat me again. It ain't happening. No.
Mad T can stay as far away from me as physically possible.
Thank fucking God. Worse than fucking fighting fucking Sarah by.
All right,
You're lucky Sarah's not on this roster.
Maybe he should be.
Nyx will be though.
Charlie knows exactly who I'm gonna say.
Go for it.
Crisis.
Crisis?
Oh, I know who she's talking about.
Since I'm going to be actually one of the bookers, I'm not having Sarabhai as a competitor, but I am going to bring his little brother in.
He's taller than him.
He remembers him.
Man, fuck Nick. You know why? He
What?
no-showed
Because
me.
Nick's a fucking your old woman?
I don't give a fuck about fucking taking that bitch. What the fuck? Fuck out of here. That shit. I got the baddest bitch in E-Fed. What you talking about, bro?
Oh, and I'm also booking Matty and Artemis in a
for fuck's sake.
Lost in the Forest match.
I swear to God, I'm fucking burying you this time, Bex.
Forest, Matty, you gotta go in the woods, bro.
You're not getting free wins this time, Bex. You're not getting 2 free wins. You're getting your ass stomped this time.
Shut up. But I think Dylan was asking who Crisis was, and Crisis is actually the person that got me into EFED. So Crisis is like one of my best friends.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I don't know in EFED. Like as Matt T knows, I spent pretty much most of my time in EFED out like on the other side of EFED. So there's a whole world I don't know of EFED.
I've been in EFED for like 4 years, and there's some undiscovered talent in EFED that I haven't had a chance to face yet. But I would love to. That's one of the things I'm wanting to do with Psych Ward is give people chance to face people they had never faced before. Except for T, I'm just gonna put him against everybody he knows and just run that horse dead to the ground.
So that's also what Tony Sterling used to do when he opened up amusement park. Try to get like first timers who doesn't know about the amusement park and he'll book fucked up matches.
Tony Sterling, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Tony Sterling, Mr. Onions in a bunny suit.
Speaking of which, Onions, I'm waiting for my invite to the amusement park, man.
Why? Listen. I'm gonna change the grounds of EPW. You just wait and see. Wait till what I do.
Speaking of change, I don't know if you guys saw SmackDown tonight.
EMP already, Jesus.
I don't know if you guys saw SmackDown earlier tonight. What you guys think of the new United States Women's title coming to play? I haven't even seen SmackDown yet.
I don't want to see it.
So obviously that also means that there's going to be a women's IC title as well. So
I know.
we'll just say the women's
it has to be.
cards.
It's about time they're doing it, but spoiler alert.
Anyhow, we are reaching the 3.5 marker. We don't actually want to extend it for an extra 30 minutes. I mean, if you guys want to see, nipples, you know where to find Mad T's nipples or Jimmy's nipples. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they'll be willing to sell it off.
I'll give you some of these.
Yeah, throughout the Mad T bag.
Yo, did you guys see the Mad T and fucking Gypsy take over the T Meltzer show?
I saw a little bit of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Throwing out his Mad T bags at everybody.
Well, T Meltzer's not as smart as they appear, so I'm not surprised that you took over a show with ease.
Well, you know T Meltzer's my little brother, right? Okay, yeah.
He's pretty stupid, so
we kicked Terry and fucking T Meltzer off that motherfucker.
T Kniff is smarter than Matt.
We didn't even let him get on the show, so there's that.
Poor Meltzer.
Anyhow, so we're gonna get everybody's final thoughts, and then after that, once we get everybody's final thoughts, we're gonna myself and please take it off. Myself and Heather will close up. Yeah. You mean the video, the infamous video that we all seen?
Look, I'm not even gonna lie. When it got played, I fell out on the fucking floor laughing. I was so dead. I was deader than dead. I was thinking that I needed to be resuscitated after that shit. Like I was on the ground, like on the floor. If y'all could have seen it, I was on the floor. When the video went up, I fucking fell. Like I'm like, who
you
does
this
that?
video?
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
Oh my God, who does that? Who does that to themselves? And then
Ruby's
on the
face when
internet.
that was playing. was funny.
Ruby was like, "Oh, damn."
Batman man.
Batman, man. I love Batman. Yo, that
Wait, that last video, what was that he was swallowing?
an accordion or
I don't want to know.
recorder?
Let's see.
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga.
It looks like it's a
it
curry
definitely looks like
mug.
a recorder.
Yeah, it's a recorder. Yes.
No, there's a whole promo. I finally saw like one of the hard copies of it. It's the back end of like a cane that he's trying to act like is a dildo. There's like another 2.
Come on, man.
Hey, Bloke, I
Who
actually showed up.
does that? Who does that?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So that's the infamous Roberto video that we keep referring to, which we all die about, and clearly, poor Ruby over there was fucking blushing because he wished that was his dick.
Wait, I was a blushing. I was like, what? In my mind, I was like, what?
Don't you notice the steam forming around Ruby as he saw that video?
Fee.
I did not expect that coming from him. I'm like, okay. Okay.
When remember when Denon had was it Ricardo? What was his name? Ricardo, or was it Roberto? Because I feel like it was
Roberto.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
Roberto.
Was that done first, or did Benton like the thing first? Did he suck on the saber first, or? Okay, all right. I was just trying to figure out who named their thing Roberto first, because Denon come out here and just beat people up with the dildo that had a mustache.
I think it was Denon had it first because
That must be the future
when
one,
I
because
talked
he's all
when
decked
I
out.
You're
Bloka,
muted.
Bloka, 100% confirmed. Villain knows who's fucking with you. 100% confirmed.
You're muted, Bloka.
You muted.
No, you're muted. We can't hear you, Bloka.
He's from the future, man. He's already in Christmas.
Bloka screwed Bloka. Bojack knows too. See, I did hear it. I'm the best fucking Clue player game. Thingamajigger.
Bloka.
Oh my God, Bloka.
Can't hear you. You're muted.
Well, no, we can't hear you. Mike is muted.
Like, what do you think he's really saying?
No, he's in the future.
Somebody
He's speaking
guess.
to us telepathically.
Mad T, I
he's
can't
saying
retire. I am not good at this game anymore. I ran out of shirts and hula hoops to put around my neck. My sombrero hat's falling apart, and I don't feel like buying a new hat. This is the only way. I must tell you right now. I don't. Solomon would beat me one-on-one.
Oh my God!
God damn it!
Matty, you're a piece of shit, dude. Why would you even think you could bring Oma? Let me hit this real quick. There's no. There's fucking no way. How are you the leader of OGs?
Unmute yourself.
It might be a bit. I don't know.
Rodeo.
I think
Christmas
I
man
think
over
Bloka's
here.
rapping at this.
All right,
from
let's
the
just get to our
future.
final thoughts. We'll leave
He said
Bloka
he from
here.
the motherfucking
We'll put the
future.
mic
Y'all
on him
heard
at some
that?
point, and it's up to him to put his
Christmas
storyline
time.
over.
Yeah.
Stop the glitch.
All right. Sarah, bye. Ruby, well, let's get some final thoughts going on.
Final thoughts? Well, I'm definitely looking forward to my match with Leviathan in UWO. After, my big win against, the former Tatch Hands Dragon Strike Force, I'm definitely on the roll, heading into Blasphemy. And but what Little Birdie told me that Blasphemy is going to be in my hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. Yes, yeah.
Hey.
So, Mama's ready to party.
All right.
All right, Sarah, you're up.
Well, thanks for having me on tonight, ladies. It was a blast, like always. And thanks for the notes, because I'm going to actually be using those when and if BoJack and I get Psych Ward off the ground and going the way I'm hoping it goes to.
Coolio. Jimmy, let's go with your final thoughts.
So my final thoughts. You guys asked a lot of questions earlier in the show, and I was doing my best not to just scream and yell and take over. So I tried to be respectful and save them. Wise Man brought up a question about how you poise your promos, how you think about it in the week, what's your strategies. But since you know that BoJack knows, fuck you. I know you're the one fucking with the Bloka. And then also another question you guys posed is, what leagues do you like competing in? Honestly, so far, all the leagues I've been in, I've loved. Even the ones I've got kicked out of. I understand I'm not just sitting here like a church boy twiddling my thumbs. UWO and Heresy, I got kicked out of both. And I still like those shows. I love SWA. I'm loving EMP. But Fee, when you were talking about IW, if you truly think that I would ever do a screenshot in any way, shape, or form, you and me are on totally different wavelengths of actuality and reality. I don't know if you're talking about.
No, I'm not saying for you. I'm just saying for anybody who watches this in general, because I already know that at some point or another somebody's gonna go run along to David Jones saying I went and fucking talked some shit, because that's what happens in this game. Because you can't have fun in this game without snitches in this fucking business. I can sit here and be all nice, and the thing is, like I said, I have no issues towards them. I really don't. I hold no ill will. But there's always got to be those handful of people that's got to fucking ruin it for the rest of us and go play tattletale because they want to go fucking kiss ass to other people, and it's happened in this game. Like, look, we see it, and we see it from the mountains of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. When one of them is in the comments, you already know that they're already getting informed by the head honcho is getting informed because shit's being talked about. And we're not even out here being malicious or some shit.
I'm out. Is anybody else who like the Bloka doing?
Look, full screen Bloka. Something's hitting him. Full screen Bloka.
What's going on?
I don't know. He was trying to pan the camera down.
Is he okay?
Bloka?
Bloka!
Bloka, you need to tell us, man. You can't leave us in the dark.
Is he all right?
Bloka, you got to hit play, man. Just hit play.
It's like he's spazzing out.
He can't hit play if he keeps doing the.
We're all bad at charades.
She knows.
Yeah.
Bloka, come on, man. Just hit play. Let us know.
Bloka broke the wavelength.
Yeah, he was doing the wave for sure.
Bloka's falling asleep again.
He's pointing at you, villain. No, he's pointing at you, villain.
Of course he is. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
He Bloka can keep pointing at me all he wants.
It's like he hits a move and then
Like I said, he's falling asleep.
He knows, buddy. He knows.
Might as well just put up that picture of him asleep again.
Okay.
Who's above Bloka? Who's above Bloka? Go to full screen.
I think whoever that was.
May 9th, because your dumbass don't pay attention. May 9th. Oh no! Oh no!
Is he back? Is he okay?
Bloka! Bloka, man, you gotta let us know what's going on. How'd you get there?
What
is that?
Now.
Unmute yourself.
Kids, this is what it looks like when
Bloka.
Kids, this is what it looks like when the drugs are really kicking in.
It was just Christmas.
Is he tripping balls? That's how it is. So Bloka's not getting fucked with. He's just tripping.
Bloka's tripping acid right now.
Is he getting Nick? Y'all, what's going on?
May 9th, because your dumbass don't pay attention.
Bloka.
My bad, my hand.
we need a
Oh,
like
getting
a
up there. I think he's
sensor.
getting there. No, Bloka, you got this, man.
We
Power
need a
through.
warning sensor.
Come on, man. You're back. You're back.
Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, you dumb fuck.
Did you just press the buttons on the time continuum or something?
No, oh no,
How
God,
many
no.
times have you taken?
He flexed. No, he definitely flexed. He
Yo,
definitely.
nigga, why are you full screen, nigga? Get out of here.
Where's the
play? Come on, Bloka, you got to hit the play button.
Put a fucking shirt on.
Oh, shh. Everybody mute
Yo,
up.
Bloka, put a shirt on. You're scaring everyone.
Whoa. What the
Well, he
fuck
made
am
it.
I doing?
Holy
what am
shit.
I doing on the show? Why am I on? Like, what the fuck? I was
Why are
watching
you
the show.
whispering?
Why you can't hear me, stupid?
Nigga,
I was
why you
watching
shirtless?
the show.
You can hear you now.
I was watching the show. I was just chilling watching the show.
Hey, bro, you got too much muscle. You're fucking looking. You're distracting people.
No,
Bro.
I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Did he get
Like,
sucked into the show? Is that how it happened?
I mean,
listen, I was just watching the
Loki,
show.
you're wearing a Christmas hat. Like, why would you come
He
For
was
what?
for Christmas? Maybe.
No,
I
I
don't know.
wasn't wearing nothing. I was just chilling.
No, man, you had
No,
on
no,
a
wait,
hat.
wait.
Cowboy Christmas man, just a
No,
moment
Hey,
ago.
No, the
Bloka,
last
whatever
thing I
drugs you're on,
remember-
you need to start
Hey,
passing.
look, there's a message.
No, whatever I remember, I was texting Mad T. That's the last. I was texting Mad T,
Don't
and I was
expose our
like,
demons.
"Yo,
You're exposing me.
no." I was just texting Mad T, like, "Yo, what the fuck, yo, this shit."
There's something up there.
I've been taking notes. I got
Nah,
everything that I need to know, Bojack. We're good.
What is that? Don't what? Don't
What?
Bojack knows too.
Oh damn.
What
What's the other one? Don't what? Don't trust.
I don't know, Jimmy. What notes did you take?
So I have this guy.
Can you lift the notebook up a little bit?
So I have like a guy just with a sun, and I'm painting a happy sun. So you have the rays.
Turn your notebook around.
He's happy. I'm not the
so
best
you're
drawer.
doodling.
Oh, just doodling.
So you're doodling.
I never take. I act like I just make up numbers and scream at the camera and be like, "This guy gets a 94. Woo! Put a stamp of approval on it."
I could have swore that notebook said "Don't trust Jimmy," though. Just so everybody
always
knows.
trust me. I'm a nice guy.
I mean, I didn't write it on the piece of paper.
Can I also say one thing? Like when it comes to watching people promo, Jimmy, you are probably one of the hardest people to actually like figure out when it comes to getting ready for a match. Yes, your promo style.
I am just a Caucasian straight man that owns a home, and like, how would I be some wild card? I'm just chilling. Like, yes, it's weird. Disregard the backstream. There's no deeper message to any of that. Like,
All right, yeah, wrap it up, guys. Who's left to do final thoughts?
Villain is the last.
Villain. The wife.
Great show. I apologize for taking over at like hour 2.5, whatever it was, but I enjoyed it. It was actually fun. So that's my final thoughts.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, Secretary, it's your turn.
Support EMP tomorrow night. Fee. Gizmo Bear will be doing Same to Same with Bojack Grizz. Sunday will be the Mad Bunch show. Also Sunday's VPW show, where my beautiful love is going to beat me for our Purple Dog title. And don't forget to support her company, Heresy. You know.
Don't forget, we also have Distract Podcast tomorrow too.
Distract Podcast tomorrow.
Nice.
And don't forget to support UWO. Yep. And the Sport by World Heavyweight Champion Love. Support OGs. Who's coming out as OG? Who's coming out as OG? You might know.
And also support the Family Meeting Podcast.
Yes,
the original Bullet Club members. They have their own page. You can follow them on YouTube. You can follow them on Instagram, but Instagram only allows up to an hour for them to do the live. You can follow them also on Facebook. That's my brothers and sisters from another mother. Tuesdays they have a show with Reggie where he talks everything sports, what's going on in sports related. So if you're into like football, basketball, like they'll sit down and have a conversation about sports if that's your niche. My
I'd love to have them on my show at some point.
personally, I do love sports, but I don't watch enough of it because I don't have TV right now. But I'm still gonna represent and support. Fly Eagles, flies, and fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah. Fee, I
So
might need to get
Ryan,
some context from you because I'd love to have them on my show at some point because that's like some of the show is actually talking sports. So
All right, my dear.
I can reach out to Reggie. We'll talk.
Gypsy, Heather, your turn.
Oh, well, I mean, I had a good time. It was a nice show, and it did very, very well, I believe. You know, the first show was great, and had a good time on the second show. A lot of different people on here speaking about a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
They were different. Like, you know, you had some people that were the same last week, but you also had the different variety of people asking the questions, which makes the show really good. And I had a great time.
I mean, it's y'all's show. Y'all basically take different subjects and do different things with it. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely a good time. Especially being asked if we loved getting double penetrated.
whoa, what?
that was all Fee's idea.
No, don't even me. Don't you with me. No, that was you told me at it. You told me.
Are you serious?
Listen, if you hush a minute, I'll tell you why. Because it was a joke. It wasn't meant to be taken serious, and that's why the Muffin Man was asked. You know what I'm saying? It was a joke. It was supposed to be funny.
Oh, so you want to? Okay, wait. So are we trying to find out if the Muffin Man likes to get double penetrated?
I mean, he might.
Muffin Man likes to be just glazed.
See?
Yeah, that's
See,
canon. That happened in Shrek.
Yeah.
Thank God I was not drinking any Mountain Dew.
All right, that's it, girls. Y'all ready to end the show?
Not the gummy drop button. Yeah.
I'd like to see the golden shovel come back.